Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Turned on the music a little bit too much there. Oh, well. What's up? Quick Horizon, joined by Ori Arts. Man, I'm so excited for this. This major has been so hot. The last two nights have had some crazy upsets, some crazy matches, and the competition's super tight right now. Ori, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing well. Thankfully, I played in Rising Star Challengers, probably part of some of those upsets.
Yeah.
Maybe in the bracket. But yeah, I don't know. It's been really fun playing and also watching because in every single league, we have at least a four-way tie for a single spot. In Challenger from like 13th all the way up to 9th, it's just a 10-point gap. And then from 8th all the way up to 3rd, it's literally a 5-point gap. So very tight in the league. In Rising Star, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a 4 or 5-way tie from 11th to 14th, and then you have all these teams with 45 points. Very packed standings. And then in Premier, obviously from 4th all the way down to 10th, it's also very close, only 15 points. So you have these tight standings, and a lot of these teams that maybe are placed on the leaderboard very far down maybe are very close in skill, obviously from just the point differential. So it's really interesting to see which teams might get those upsets over those people that are slightly above them. In this case, we have Fargo versus the Atlas, and I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, just finishing up a couple touch-ups here. But like you mentioned, we're going to start off with the Atlas versus the Steelhawks. Both these teams going 1-0 off the rip. A few more game 5s today than we've seen in the previous nights, but let me go ahead and throw up that schedule for y'all. Got it right here. Oop, there we go. Yeah, so we're going to start off with the 1-0 after this series. We'll have the 0-2, so that'll be our first elimination match. Switch it back to 2-1 to see who quals, and we're going to finish it off with final qualifiers for the night. Only 8 teams. Moving on to our single elimination brackets that starts next week and is our final event before LAN. So definitely some pretty big matches here for everybody, but looks like we've got everybody in the lobby. Ori, you want to give me your predictions for this series?
Man, this is not going to be an easy deciding prediction. This is tough. I've seen both these teams play right off the rip. It was almost Steelhawks, but luckily Ambrosia was there to save it away. But I want to say Steelhawks. I just feel like they're more, just slightly better if you count all 3 players, but Fusion, Bleach, and Ambrosia, I don't know. It's just it's so tough. But regardless, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to at least 5 games. I'm gonna say Atlas though.
Oh, really? Okay, I was gonna say I'm right there with you as we see Steelhawks on strike, but no, I'm a Steelhawks fan all the way. They've been looking super solid this season. A rough start at the start. Obviously, you know, they had a couple of retirements, and Fuego essentially had to grab the team himself, and really has led them to the point where they're at now. And they've been looking so incredibly strong. Definitely one of the scariest teams here. But I agree, the Atlas, as always, dangerous. Ambrosia, Johnny Law on your screen there, looking for an opportunity, but not quite able to get it all the way to the net. Big 50 in the Steelhawks half. Nightfang, no boost, is not going to be able to make a contact on that one. And Ches, 0 boost, going to have to just run away with this one. Both teams definitely kind of vibing it out off the rip here. Nobody looking to overcommit too much. We see Ambrosia slot that one. Looks like, I believe it was Fuego went missing there. Unfortunate dive, just low boost. No, he had enough boost, just better touch by Ambrosia. Atlas go up 1 immediately.
Yeah, and I mean that's the start that the Atlas want. Good play by Ambrosia to start it out. That's a big double commit team pump on the defensive end, but they make it out alive somehow. It was in an awkward spot for Steelhawks to shoot, but Atlas, regardless, again, still make it out alive. Maybe a double tap from Fuego. A bit of an overcommit here from Steelhawks, but no boost on the side of Atlas. They can't capitalize now. A shot down the other end, Ambrosia. And another save. Maybe another touch you wanted. Nice pass down to Ches, but he just can't reach it. Steelhawks are looking to try to get a goal back after the one they conceded.
Remzik, big pop there, up to Chez, goes chasing it, but a great 50 by Fusion Bleach is going to shut that one down. At the midfield now, both teams going back and forth for possession. Fusion Bleach with a big bang. And leave Remzik with some space to clear this one out. Freeing up the Steelhawks for now. Ambrosia going fast on this one, shot up! Oh, Fusion Bleach almost got enough of that one to put it back on net. Atlas firing on all cylinders here, looking very, very solid in the offensive half. Chez now, again, no boost. If only he had anything. Oh, almost gets that one on net, but barely cleared off. I feel like I keep seeing the Steelhawks stuck on low boost here. Not sure where they're burning it all, but Chez finally with some boost is going to bang that one away. Fusion Bleach out to mid. Ambrosia's up. He gets the shot. Fuego is there to shut him down. Oh, no, and Fusion Bleach couldn't quite get the touch on that one to put them up by 2. Still a 1-goal game here, under halfway. Man, Atlas looking super, super solid, but so are the Steelhawks. I feel like they're just not having as many offensive opportunities as the Atlas have been able to pull out.
And I think part of the boost problem is you're spending it all defending. You finally get a break, a chance, and you don't really have the resources to make it work. You have 2 players here that are 0. Chez gets the 100 pad, but he can't get it on target. And you're spending all this boost just to get something started, and you get to square one, and that's as far as it can take you. You have an opening, but what's it matter if you can't even really get to the ball? You saw that again, that open net earlier. If he had literally any boost, maybe it would have goes under the defender. Starts the air dribble from way in his own half, all the way across. Tried to play the 50. I think Remzik was expecting another one. He goes under. We have a 2-goal game now for Atlas.
Ball trail turned orange there. Remzik definitely got a piece of it, but Fusion Bleach, Shadow following it all the way down the field. Gonna strike twice now for the Atlas. They're looking super solid. This is definitely where they want to be in game number 1. Chez putting it on, tries to go far post, but not quite able to connect. Nightfang now with boost, gets cut up by Fuego. It's out to Fusion Bleach, but ball just gonna get sent into the Steelhawks corner. A lot of bang ball going on right now. Both teams kind of looking for opportunities to possess as at the times that they have boost, really. Fuego now out, but Chez is caught awkward. He is going to get a piece of it, but 50'd away. Nightfang now, big clear. None of the Atlas are going to be there, and here's an opportunity for the Steelhawks to collect in their own zone. Fuego chasing this ball, just kind of bouncing around in the Steelhawks half. An opportunity, double commit, but it works out. Triple, Chez goes on that one. Lots of diving Steelhawks players. They need to make something happen. They need it now. I mean, approaching 30 seconds left. They need to score as soon as possible. Remzik almost makes it happen.
Oh, Fuego's missing.
Oh, that was all 3 of them.
If he got that read, it might have been a shot, but Remzik he's been 0 boost for almost the entire sequence here. Maybe he gets a shot finally. It crosses the goal line.
Quick
slow and steady rinse the waste with that shot, taking it from all the way back here. Open net off the demo. Fusion Bleach getting chased again. Remzik was 0 boost for basically 2 transitions down the field. He was able to get a huge beat in the midfield with like, what, 10, 20 boost, get a shot, recover, go all the way back, get a save, and then score with a grand total of 50 boost used. And seeing from how Atlas are controlling the field, how dominant they are on just the pressure, you're going to need to have that kind of boost management, that boost usage, where you're really, really conservative with what you're using it for, with when you're using it. They're going to need to hold on to it until they absolutely need to use boost, because they're using it pretty freely, and it's coming back to bite them, whether that just be through double commits or maybe through a touch that's not good. You just can't, you need to be at 100% at all levels of your game. You can't be lacking, you can't be, you know, not paying attention to how much boost you have, or kind of just freely using. You need to be really, really mindful of when you're pressing that B button.
Yeah, especially at this stage of the season. I mean, everybody is going to be playing the absolute best that they can, especially at this level of Premier. These guys, I mean, we've got multiple champions in this lobby. Fuego, Ambrosia, Fusion Bleach. I mean, I want to say that Chez has one from way back when. I don't know exactly, but yeah, I mean, this is not the time to let that pressure get to you and for small mistakes to be made. But a very tight series immediately there. I mean, pretty similar stat lines from both of these teams. Definitely a feel it out game. You know, Major always comes with extra pressure, and really it's just the teams who handle it better. We've saw a bunch of upsets the last couple of nights, and that's really what it seems like it's been coming down to, is these squads that are able to lock in a little bit better. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, hello? You good, Ori?
I joined the team instead of the spectate.
Gotcha. Okay, well, now that we've got the right players on the field, not like they'd be too upset to have you out there, but game number 2 underway. Atlas really looking to take this one, try to force that sweep, put the Steelhawks in a position where they have to reverse sweep. That's such a difficult comeback to complete, especially when you're looking at the mental and the momentum side of it. This would be an absolutely huge win for the Atlas, but an opportunity for the Steelhawks to come back. We see the Atlas immediately some offensive pressure. Nightfang 50'd away by Chez out in front of the net. That was dangerous. Fuego is going to follow this one, does some shadow, but Johnny La, Ambrosia all over him there, not respecting him 1 ounce and shutting him down. Almost on net. Nightfang going to clear that one away.
Now you have Nightfang possession with the ball. Some boost to work with, gets a flick over Chez. Bit awkward, makes such Fuego diving in there. Pass back out to Chez. They get it to the midfield line, but here's Ambrosia keeping it in. Nightfang again. You see the low boost for the team. Chez, the only one with anything in his tank, does get the touch out, maybe to himself. Ambrosia able to touch it back in. Nightfang maybe to get a shot, but no, denied. And I'm seeing now why it's so hard for Steelhawks to hold on to any boost. Maybe there's an opening. A backflip coming out from Ambrosia, maybe caught off guard by a touch here. Just, yeah, didn't expect Fuego to be up for it so quickly. Tried to recover, just couldn't do anything. As I was going to talk about Atlas having boost control, there goes Steelhawks, but it seems that Atlas have such tight control over the midfield. It's hard for Steelhawks to have breathing room, have time really to go and leave for a 100 pad to reassess.
True.
Atlas are just not giving them any time to breathe.
Well, I think that those rotations are what led to that goal there. I mean, there was no defender back. Really, Fuego was just able to go fast, and that's all it took to put it in. As we see Nightfang, the reset coming off from the Steelhawk player at just centering it out. Ambrosia with the touch, he goes for the pop. Oh, excuse me, it was Ambrosia with the flip off the wall to the catch, and a nice flip reset out to Nightfang. Ties this one up. An immediate response from the Atlas to get them back into this game. Plenty of Rocket League to go here. Definitely looking for more plays like that from these premier level players. Oh, as we see Remzik tries to get down to Chez, but a big clear. This is a one-on-one situation. Oh, Fusion Bleach is there to back him up. It's on net, but Chez barely gets there in time to clear that one away. Remzik now out to Fuego. Fuego with a bang. Gonna chase it into the Atlas corner. Big 50 there, but nothing dangerous coming out of it. Johnny Law now. Big 50 is gonna go wide, and Fuego is gonna grab this 100 boost. No, he's gonna leave it for his teammate. Look to just get a touch on the ball and get it out, but Fusion Bleach is there for the 50. Nothing dangerous again coming out from that for the Atlas. Definitely playing patient, not wanting to overcommit on any of these challenges, and they're doing it very, very well. The rotations are tight. Every time it seems like the Steelhawks kind of free the ball up, there's an Atlas player there to collect it and keep it in the Steelhawks defensive end.
Yeah, they're being so smart with their positioning. They're using each other really well. If someone's in a better spot for it, they're really good with leaving it for him, and they're able to capitalize off of it in such good ways. Ambrosia just literally a couple seconds earlier almost recreated another flip reset pass goal. And the one he hit off that sidewall, let me tell you, it is not easy to flip into a reset from the sidewall. That is a tough move, and he made it look so easy. But it's still only time. What a redirect with the spawn. He comes back in, gets the save. All three players in Atlas in panic mode in that corner. That goes wide. That was scary for a second. Atlas looking to just relieve some of that pressure, get back on offense right now. They're stuck in their own half. Steelhawks pouncing on every ball that they can. They don't want to see themselves go down 2-0 in the series and have to reverse sweep in Atlas. They want all of that storyline. Fusion Bleach trying to muscle it through. Chez gets it around it, but right into the hands of Ambrosia. Does well to keep it close, tries to dish it out. Nightfang fakes it, not wanting to full commit to that. Now they don't have too much offense. Big clear though from Ambrosia. Another big clear back to kind of boomer ball. Neither team right now in a tied game is such a crucial game in a series wanting to make a big mistake.
Yeah, Ches finds himself 0 boost again and not able to actually make a play on that ball, but in a good position. A big pass to Fuego. He's going to slot that one. Far right post. What a pass out. Good pressure from Ches, even though he's 0 boost, just to keep forcing the Atlas to respect him and follow his touches, but leaves it over to Remzik, who just dishes it to Fuego. An absolutely massive touch there. Remzik got that mustache buff. Shout out all of these guys for having all their cams on. Love to see it. But Steelhawks going up with only a minute left. This is dangerous. These haven't been very high-scoring games. Only a couple goals each from each of these teams. Atlas are going to have to find some success here quick. That demo from Fusion Bleach is not going to help them find it, though. Fusion Bleach, a 2-time champion, once in Challenger and once in Premier. So we see a ceiling bounce in. Big touch from Ches. What in the world? Remzik just smacked it across, and Ches with a massive beat on Night Fang.
Sometimes it's just your day, and sometimes the ball just pinches off the ceiling and into a net that the defender isn't expecting. I mean, to be fair, your Fusion Bleach, you don't have a lot of boosts. You really only can play 1, maybe 2 different outcomes, and most of the time the ball isn't going to do that off of a 50, but Ches that time does well to just stay behind it. Dunk Night Fang in the air. Remzik trying to clear this one out. Still some time left on the clock if Atlas want to try to mount a comeback to force a sweep chance maybe out of the Steelhawks.
A little bit of time, but looking dangerous for them. I mean, man, Ori, what have you noticed from the Steelhawks in this series? They really seem to have turned it around in the offensive side. Their defense is kind of looking the same, but so we see Night Fang almost open up an opportunity for the Atlas. But yeah, Steelhawks just finding a lot of success in the offensive zone in this game.
I think they're just not giving Atlas space as much as they were before. They were kind of respecting, they were respecting them in game 1, but they weren't prepared, I think, just for how tenacious they were in the midfield and how well they were at blocking it off. Now they've adapted. They've realized kind of what they're going up against. They've realized how,
felt it out a little bit.
How deadly Atlas is. They felt it out a little bit. They kind of got in their groove, and now the series is all tied up, and I think it's all tied up momentum-wise too. Atlas were never really out of that game, even in that final goal that got blocked away. If it went in, there's still a good amount of time left on the clock for a comeback attempt, but we won't see it happen this time. We won't have to see Steelhawks attempt a reverse sweep. Looked scary for a bit, but yeah, I think most of it was Steelhawks kind of just found their bearings a little bit more after game 1.
Still a very tight game, though. I mean, even though there was a 2-goal separation, it really is more like a 1-goal separation. Atlas had to get aggressive at the end there in order to get that tying goal. The Steelhawks were just able to capitalize on that. So, yeah, I'm definitely looking for the Atlas to try to create a little more space with the individual plays. Maybe look to carry the ball out towards mid and then try to take a 50 or get a beat on a player and then get the 50 there. Have that one man beat 2 players. That's such a big thing that we've seen the last couple of days in the other league levels, is that how impactful it is. If you can have a single player take on 2 guys, that's absolutely massive for the momentum. As we see Ches, 0 boost, it's barely up, but Fuego is going to clean that one up. Steelhawks strike quick here in game number 3.
I wonder what happened. Fusion Bleach, he just didn't get the touch he wanted. I think he tried to touch it down to the ramp to pop it over Ches, but it's a risky play because if you don't hit that ramp, it's just going to bounce right behind your car into an open net. No one behind him to help, and right away we see maybe 2 goals. A kickoff goal for Ambrosia, and just like that, nothing ever happened, and we're all tied up again.
15 seconds in, and it's already 1-1. This game isn't seeming like it's going to be quite as close as the first couple of series that we've watched so far, but 1-1 now. Fuego's cam disappearing on me. Let me double check that wasn't my mistake. Nope. Maybe having some internet issues over there. But Night Fang now going to have to 50 this one. Atlas off the kickoff, finding themselves in their own half. Night Fang just trying to get a touch on this one and chase it across. Successfully gets there. Cut off by Ches, though. Fusion Bleach looking for a little bit of control. He gets it, beats 1, but the demo on him is going to stop him from getting any more momentum. Ball now banged in the Steelhawks corner. Back to Fusion Bleach. Ambrosia looking for a demo. He does get one on Ches. Tries to tip that one down. That would have been a nasty redirect off the backboard. Unfortunately, not quite able to get it. Atlas, though, keeping up the offensive pressure, keeping this ball out of their own half as much as possible. And man, crazy to me that only 1 minute has passed in this game. It's been a lot of action here out so far.
Nice control there from Ambrosia, but just can't get it past Fuego. Now Fuego, 0 boost, does bait out Night Fang. Had to respect the touch, huge flick. Getting Chez to go, that's all 3 players. Maybe some breathing room now for Atlas to reassess, but no, it's centered right back into the midfield. Fuego to the corner, tries to get the double tap and does, but Fusion is there to meet it. Low boost now on the side of Atlas. They're the ones that are awkward on defense. Night Fang double commit, just trying to keep it out of the midfield. Trying to keep it out of the box for a shot. Big touch from Ambrosia backward on the sidewall, and it's still in this corner. It will not leave. Ambrosia now with some boost, but Remzik sends it right back into the same corner. Night Fang low, trying to 50 it out. Fusion, huge clear. Maybe they got stuck with their hand in the cookie jar. If Ambrosia can get to the ball center, he can't. Not enough power on the pinch. He didn't have any boost, and man, Atlas almost caught him with their pants down.
Yeah, Chez got back fast on that one. Remzik with the read. Chez coming off the ceiling to dish that one down to him. What a massive play. Man, Steelhawks are looking good today. Nasty shot there. Ambrosia almost positioned correctly, but what a quick shift from the Steelhawks. They were on the back check initially, and Chez just picking that ball up himself, immediately turning it back upfield, and getting that pass out to Remzik. Very quick transition from them, and they're rewarded with the goal as we see Fusion Bleach with a heater, top right corner. This is how this game has just been going. Steelhawks scored off the rip, Atlas scored immediately after, Steelhawks just scored, Atlas scored immediately after. I mean, back and forth so far.
That shot from Fusion, but there is literally almost no room between the defender and the top corner of the net. I mean, and he was back post. Like, there's nothing really you can do. And I mean, that's why this guy has won 2 MCS lands. I mean, he did it in the Season 7 land. He was just putting stuff in the top shelf every single time he shot the ball. It's just crazy to see how consistent that level of shooting is coming out from him, and it's the reason why they're tied up right now. Night Fang to solo the ball, but Fuego here to meet him now. Fusion and trying to get something going here. Good follow-up. I think that's what they need to keep doing. Is a lot of Atlas's goals have come off of good team plays that have maybe originated off of solo play. They need to just use each other more with how they're positioned. I think that's the advantage they had in game 1, is they were so quick to follow up each other's plays, and now sometimes you see a little bit of disconnect. Maybe that's just Steelhawks challenging them, making him awkward. Night Fang going there. Fusion by himself with low boost makes the save, and they stay alive. Still only a tied game with just under a minute or 2 minutes left to play.
Yeah, I think you touched on something big there. Maybe the chaos working in favor of the Steelhawks. Just throwing stuff at the kitchen sink, seeing what sticks. Looking solid, though. We saw a pretty good play from Remzik, kind of showing off his solo prowess there, but we need to see a little bit more from that if they want to get ahead in this game. Is that 50? It's going to be on net. Remzik goes back, and he's able to get there in time. Big spawn from Fuego. Ball out towards the midfield. Pops one. No boost. Almost gets it past Fusion Bleach. Fusion Bleach reading that one, and he had to. That would have been dangerous, even though Fuego had no boost. This one banged up high. Johnny Law is going to be there. Top crossbar. Fusion Bleach reads the bounce. Great positioning from him to be ready for that one. This isn't one that you normally would expect to come out, you know, especially with Fuego in net. You'd expect either maybe a weird bounce off the crossbar or Fuego to get a piece of it to clear it away, but Fusion Bleach reading that one perfectly from his teammate, Johnny Law / Ambrosia. If we keep going back and forth on that, and it's a little bit confusing, Ambrosia, it's been his name pretty much up until this season, changed it to Johnny Law, so apologies if we're going back and forth on that one, but Atlas now again up. This would be a big win for him, putting on the pressure of match point, series point. As we see that ball cleared into the Steelhawks corner. Fuego goes up fast on this one, pushing it towards Ambrosia. Gets the double off the backboard. It's out center. Ambrosia slots it in his own top right corner. Oh, man. Love to see the smiles on the side of the Atlas. Unfortunate touch there, but a great solo play by Fuego to get that one out center.
I didn't think he expected, like, I think they were expecting 2 touches. I didn't think he expected him to hit it like at that angle.
On an awkward rotation, driving directly into his own net. Not really where he'd want to be positioned.
Low boost, the ball got hit literally pretty much right into his. Oh, do not do it to him. Jeez. that would have been deadly. And I mean, going back to the goal earlier too, a bit of an awkward one, and you'd think, oh, Remzik, whoever was in net, Fuego, oh, well, he would have hit that, but when you're in that angle in the net, the ball's coming down at you off the ceiling, it looked like it was hitting the crossbar for a second, and if it's hitting the crossbar, it's bouncing straight down. If it's not, it's bouncing straight back out. It's such a hard read. But regardless, both teams end up even in regulation. Maybe if there's a 0-second heroic, but no, he will not be able to keep the ball up. And game 3 overtime, a lot on the line. If you win this one, all you have to do is win one more series for the day. And maybe Fusion can't get the shot, and the follow-up is demoed. They get robbed in overtime.
Oh, what? Oh, man, that was awesome. That just shows, like, you can't make mistakes. You absolutely cannot. Fusion Bleach just a little bit awkward. The ball bounces over him, and Steelhawks immediately turn it into a goal. What great pressure by Fuego to push all the way into the offensive zone with that ball bouncing free from Night Fang's touch out towards mid. I mean, that was massive for him.
I mean, I don't know how I'd feel if I'm Atlas, but you kind of just gotta shake that one off. I feel like Absolutely. They kind of had that game. They had that game in the bag until they kind of, you know, owned gold and then missed an open net in overtime, and then lost in overtime. So I think my prediction is still right. I think they're still gonna go to a game 5, but
I agree.
Man, that was so weird because you have the kind of gameplay, the standard that they set themselves throughout the series, and then just that one portion in time, that 30-second sequence just was so uncharacteristic of the series. It was so out of place, but it goes the side of Steelhawks, and I think what you said earlier is kind of that chaos of throwing off the positioning of Atlas. That's a beautiful save from Night Fang there. Keep them alive, but they're gonna need to win this game. Again, the winner of this series, all they have to do is win one more series and they're in. They can get possibly the first seed going in, go 3-0, which would be so huge for that. I mean, both these teams fighting to stay top 4, to have those 2 extra lives going into the major.
Yeah. No, absolutely massive win there. Itdebel, see you in the chat. Yeah, so this is a Midwest-based league, so all these players live as far west as North and South Dakota, as far east as Ohio, and as far south as Kansas. I believe we do have some Canadian regions that are a part of the league as well. So these are all just local guys who sign up looking to play some Rocket League against other people in the area. A lot of these guys compete in CRL and at the local universities and whatnot within the Midwest region. So yeah, this is the end of our season here that everybody is witnessing. We got this major after next week. Next week's our last week of the major. And then LAN in August, as many of you guys know, coming up. So a lot on the line in these series, especially with the heightened points that we have in the major for this season. But, you know, yes, Steelhawks looking to wrap this one up as soon as possible. They do not want to see this one go to 5, as much as I would like to, because this game, or this series, has been absolutely bonkers. But Atlas trying to shut it down. Fusion Bleach, accidentally gets the double tap. Just one too many touches.
The way he was falling on it, he didn't have the momentum to be able to move it. Flip reset it. If he got that
the bump
reset catch, he would have been in. There's a bump, but nothing coming from it. Still somehow 0-0, despite the attempts that we've seen on net. Ambrosia. Flick tries to get it past one with low boost. Can't. Night Fang, all the last man back, but he has the boost to make the save. Fusion Bleach now. Big pinch out. Ambrosia can't get it past Fuego. Does well to be patient. See all 3 players on Atlas bunched up in the same spot of the field. It might not matter. Ambrosia tries to do it all himself, and again, still 0-0. Both teams showing very dangerous attacks towards the net.
Still 0-0 halfway here. Big bang by Night Fang out in front for the Atlas, but Remzik is going to shut that one down. Ambrosia just trying to keep up pressure in the Steelhawks corner. Almost slips that one under the post. Now Night Fang goes to the solo plate, unable to get the reset. He accidentally goes missing on that one. Tried to create some pressure by picking that ball up, getting a reset, and trying to look to put it on net. Night Fang off his own backboard. Fuego is there, but that's a big overcommit. Now Ches has to go diving. Remzik last man back with no boost. Does Night Fang have enough? Fuego cuts that one off. A big dive from him. That could have been very dangerous. Remzik now again at the midfield line, gets another touch. He beats two. Chez is there. Just some unfortunate, maybe lack of comms there from the Atlas, that double commit, but big touches by Remzik.
Man, oh my gosh. That's not the only time we've seen an amazing flip control off the sidewall. You saw it from Ambrosia earlier in that game 1, and he was air rolling one way, he flips the other way, goes back. They just flip-flopping directions. You don't know which side of the ball he's going to take it with. And what you were talking about earlier, those solo plays where you can beat more people than you're worth. You can go 2 for 1 on each interaction. You'll end up with an open net. What a pinch save! Fusion towards the top of the net. They can't make contact. Nothing. Pulls it up, and finally they find the back of the net. Death by 1,000 shots. And it's tied again.
What is the Atlas doing that I feel like every time the Steelhawks score, the Atlas aren't far off? Or maybe it's are the Steelhawks not doing that keeps up this pressure? I just don't get it. I feel like every time we see the Steelhawks win, there's an Atlas goal really not too far off. I mean, maybe they're just getting lucky with just a ton of pressure. But Remzik solo plays double off the ceiling with the bounce shot. Absolutely massive. What a pass by Fuego, too. Bounces off the ceiling to himself. Remzik gets all of that and then some. Massive goal. A very quick 3 goals in succession here. This was a 0-0 game up until about 10 seconds ago. And now Steelhawks again find themselves back in the lead.
And I just think that that's what Steelhawks are doing right now, maybe for the series.
Oh, that demo.
Atlas are on life support right now until they score another goal. But that's what Steelhawks have been doing. Well, that second man's been in a better spot for those passes, for those solo plays. And again, I don't know if it's something, if Steelhawks are doing it, if it's just Atlas or off, but they just look a little discombobulated. Some double commits maybe more than what Steelhawks are doing. That's a huge squishy save, a 3v1 now. Johnny, Broja
it's off!
He doesn't take the shot!
Oh,
that
no!
Was open. The demo was there. All he had to do was just, he had so much time to control it. He had so much to work with.
Oh, it's off again.
You just can't. We're gonna need to watch that one back on a replay or something, because that looked about as.
It looks so free.
Open of a net as I've seen this series.
Yeah, served it up to him on a silver platter, and unfortunately, Johnny Law not quite able to get enough on that one. Fusion Bleach, though, massive flick. It goes off the back crossbar. Ambrosia not able to commit because of the smoke there. That smoke screen saving the Steelhawks. Fusion Bleach is there again. Chez almost got a piece of that one. 11 seconds left. The Atlas tie this one back up 2-2. What a great team play from the Atlas.
10 seconds,
so
11. But I like my round numbers, so we're going to say 10 seconds left. Fusion has been just the hard, I wouldn't say the hard carry, but he has been the man right now, keeping his team alive. Big dunk, but he still has the flip. No. Ambrosia, 0 seconds. Time up on the clock. It might hit the ground. It might not be. Clear out. Fusion will let it hit the ground. Overtime in game 4. Neither of these teams want to lose. One has to. One is going to have to go to that 1-1. One might have a chance to be the first seed going into the playoffs. That was almost an opportunity, but a huge block from Fuego. Now 1v1. Ambrosia all by himself does get the stop in the corner, but it's not out of the woods yet for him.
Yeah, great movement from Remzik there to get the clean wave dash. Chez looking for a bump, not able to get there. Steelhawks 1 goal away from going up 2-0. I mean, this could be absolutely massive for him. We see Remzik pop it across. Chez goes up, soft touch back to Remzik. No boost, but he does control it. Gets a touch past one, but Fusion Bleach is there. Fuego pops it up. Chez, no boost. He's going to have to respect Ambrosia's touch here. And a free clear from the Atlas. Oh, almost gave him a breath of fresh air, but Chez is there again. Oh, they're all grouped up in front of their own net. Remzik goes missing, fakes it. Fuego bangs it into the Atlas corner, and Ambrosia now gets a clear. Atlas finally out of their own half.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of a help from Remzik, kind of 50 his own teammate by accident there. Might have been looking for boost. That's dangerous. Touch out, friends, right in the end. Fusion Bleach beats one. Fuego there for the save, but they're still not out of the pressure. Yet there's still shots coming through. Ches tries to clear it out. He can't get it. There's an open net.
it's
Night Fang, please
free!
run away. He gets the beat on the goal line, and we have game 5.
Oh my gosh, I thought when he got that soft touch up that he had just killed too much time and that Fuego was going to be able to get there, but Fuego just a little bit too fast, goes missing on that one. Look, sorry to everybody else. I know that we've got some series wrapping up already. We got 8 games all going at the same time right now. You guys are going to have to wait on this one to finish up because we have a series on our hands. 13 shots coming out from the Atlas. Massive, massive offensive pressure from them. Still a very, very close game. Fuego and Remzik, a lot of success on their own defensive side. Taking a look at some scores rolling in. We have Rochester upsetting number 1 Green Bay in a sweep. Derecho taking down the Miracles. Those are both the upper matches. Taking a look at the lower, sweep St. Cloud versus Brainerd. Sweep St. Paul versus Bemidji. I do believe that Bemidji is forfeiting their games. I can't believe this one. Chicago sweeps Omaha. Omaha was one of my favorite heading into this one, Ori. I'm very surprised to see them down there. Now facing elimination 0-2.
I'm pretty sure also, who is it? Burf has to leave at what, like 4:30. He has an anniversary with his wife. He has a life outside of the game, believe it or not. Oof. But it's tough. It's rough seeing my team not even being able to take a game in the Prem, and I know it's not really their fault. It's just we had our literally entire Premier team retire. So
yeah, rough comeback, but
it's and then the free agent list wasn't looking good. I couldn't really get a whole I couldn't get a whole roster on either Challenger or Premier.
Good to see them putting up a fight, though. You know, we saw Bemidji have a full roster, and they didn't even field a team today. So
yeah, that's fair. You'd rather have somebody play than nobody. So
right, thrown in the towel immediately. But game 5, this is exactly what we predicted. We both guessed opposite teams winning this one. So finally, this one is going to get decided, and this one still feels up in the air for me. Both these teams are looking so solid.
Oh, Fusion maybe the opener, but no. Saved away. That was a beautifully placed shot. Remzik to Ches. Big clear out, not on target, but still have to respect the midfield pass. There's Fusion trying to get one out here. Ambrosia again back on his back line. Big clear out, gets it over Ches. Maybe an opportunity. Fusion towards midfield. Ambrosia with the shot saved off the post. It does not find its way out of the net. Ambrosia finds the opening goal in game 5.
Fusion Bleach missing the boost, but didn't even need it. A perfect pass across. Double commit. I don't think it mattered, though. Remzik had to go up on that one, and unfortunately not able to get enough of it to get it off net. Atlas now going up first. They haven't done that in the last couple of series. That is big for them. Curious to see how they're going to try to lock this one down. I expect the Steelhawks to turn on the afterburners here and chase down a goal as quick as they can. You see a miss in the Atlas corner. Fuego with the big 50. He's going to look to try to get out towards Remzik. That one 50'd out towards mid. Remzik, though, catching it. Not enough boost to chase it. Going to leave it over to Ambrosia. Ches cross to Fuego. Goes up high. Fuego has Ches out mid, but cut off by Fusion Bleach. Remzik now, again, going up high on this one. He's going to bang it off the backboard, looking to find one of his teammates. Again, cut off by Ambrosia. He is doing everything he can to shut down the Steelhawks offense and finding a lot of success doing it.
Big clear out from Night Fang. Like to see the safe touches. Remzik, he's forced to make a touch. He doesn't get the one that he wants. Fuego, low boost and net. Nobody there, though, for the Atlas to capitalize. Fusion back towards middle. Beautiful 1-2 passing play. Remzik, low boost is there. So much pressure right now for the Atlas. Are they going to get Steelhawks to crack? Fuego towards the sidewall. Beautiful double tap, but it runs right into the hands of Night Fang. Maybe a redirect attempt. No, saved away. Fusion, again, back on this ball is the Atlas. They're looking to widen to that 2-goal lead, but no, it's cleared away. Now they have to play some defense, only for as long as it's cleared out. And another beautiful passing play attempt. Night Fang just barely beat out. And you see, you'd think in a time of nervousness in a game 5 where so much is on the line that you'd try to keep the ball close. Maybe you wouldn't think to use your teammates as much, but it's the exact opposite for Atlas. They're thinking so much more about how they can use each other and trust each other as a team
right
in these clutch scenarios.
And being up by 1, I mean, that's a confident spot to be in. You have that cushion currently. Obviously, you'd like to see one more. Remzik going to try to shut this one down. Bout to Fuego. Fuego unable to get it on target, though. Remzik doing everything he can. His control touches have been so solid. We see Ches get a touchdown onto the defender, and that one goes top left. No, but like I was saying before that goal, I mean, Remzik's control touches are just so good. He gets one touch on the ball, and it perfectly sets up that next touch for him. And the way that he's playing, either he's going to score or he's going to get it to a teammate. And there we see he does get it to a teammate, and Steelhawks tie this one up under halfway.
His teammate was the Atlas defender that was trying to save his shot. I mean, you can't really blame him. Both of his teammates are zero boost in net getting bumped. He's really the only person that can aerial fusion bleach to keep it a tie game. Somehow kills that one on this goal line for a teammate. Not the first time he's had to make a miraculous save. There's another one coming out. Big pop-up. Remzik can't do anything with this. Got the reset, but can't stay close to the ball. Ambrosia now gets the reset over two. Fuego there in the net to prevent a disaster. Nightfang now to the corner. Has the boost, has the pinch, but can't quite get it past the last defender. Gets the demo. Now a counterattack maybe from Steelhawks. Man, the momentum is just so back and forth. Each team just getting huge sequences up and down the field, even if it's all the way back on their own half. Even if it seems that they're succumbing to pressure, they're able to just get a sequence of touches to turn it around.
Dangerous
Atlas
there.
looking to make that final strike to put them over the edge in game 5, but will it be Steelhawks in the counterattack? No. Fusion Bleach again up in the air. Tries to pass it down for a teammate with Fuego again to save it, and just both of these teams so neck and neck right now.
Yeah, I mean, none of the Steelhawks players have any boost, nor will they have any. Chaz just going to look for a bump. He does get it on Fusion Bleach.
No.
Oh my gosh, it slips in. I thought Ambrosia got enough of it. What? He got a piece of it for sure. Ches with that massive bump. Oh, unfortunately, Ambrosia's touch messed up because of Fuego there. That demo throws him off. Vogs, Remzik's old teammate, in chat right now. Got to be feeling pretty good seeing them up 2-1. 40 seconds left. This is big for the Steelhawks, but the Atlas, we've seen them turn it on at the end of these games when it's close. I mean, we've seen 2, 3 overtimes for sure, too. It's been, I mean, the Atlas do not give up when they're down at the end of the game.
Ambrosia, though, he's awkward, luckily. Not quite on target. Not quite threatening. Nightfang now big beat at the air dribble. Big follow-up, 50. Fusion having to take time to get boost, doesn't get it. Nightfang again with the ball, flicks it past one in the corner, can't get it past Fuego. 10 seconds left now, there's a pass mid. It's not quite cut off, but the defender is there for the 50. There's an open opportunity for Steelhawks, if not for Remzik being bumped off the ball. Nightfang again with zero boost. Trying to get it past defenders. Fusion Bleach with the beat, it's up in the air. Remzik the follow-up shot. And he saves Steelhawks by the skin of their teeth from a Game 5 overtime. And finally, we can move on to round 3 of Swiss. Atlas will go to the 1-1. Steelhawks have a chance to become the first seed in the second part of the major. What a series.
I love these major games. We couldn't have asked for a better series. The Atlas, so close at the end of that game. I mean, massive opportunity, but Remzik just floating in the perfect spot. I gotta say, Remzik was my MVP from that series there. He was so solid. That Fuego-Remzik combo is gonna be scary for every team that has to face them for the rest of the day. Hopefully they get one more win so nobody else has to face them.
Yeah, I understand that this team lost, but Fusion Bleach, whenever his team needed him the most, he seemed to be the one getting the momentum plays, getting the crazy goal line saves, getting the crazy well-play shots whenever it seems like that they don't have any hope that they're out of the series. But speaking of series, you know, just because that one had that many overtimes with the Game 5, we actually are already on course for our next series.
Yeah, let me go ahead and throw that up real quick. Where did I put that? There we go. Yeah, I mean, first 2 rounds done. I believe that next we head to the 1 and 2. Let me double check what we got up here. Oop, not that one. Where's the schedule? There we go. No, we're going to head to the 0 and 2 bracket after this. So big elimination game coming up. We'll decide once we're off who we're going to see next, but don't go anywhere. We're going to make this a quick break and get this next series underway. Give us just a second.
gun in your mouth, you better bust it out.
Welcome back. Oh, I didn't do the transition there. Let me turn down the music just a little bit. All right, quick, Ori, back at it again. That last series was bonkers. I mean,
Yep.
we couldn't have asked for a better one. Pulling a quick one on you guys. We did say that we were going to have one of the 0-2 teams, but we do have some forfeits coming through, so we'll automatically have Omaha and, was it Hibbing, advance to the 1-2 round. They are definitely in danger here. So up next, we're going to have a 2-0 match. The winner of this series auto-qualifying into week number 2, likely taking that number 1 seed spot. We will have that was the wrong one. The Des Moines Derecho taking on the Duluth Superiors. I'm stoked for this one. This is 2 crazy good teams. Ori, what are your thoughts?
Well, if you look at their seedings quick, you're going to see that we have a 7th seed and a 9th seed. Now, if you go to the standings, that is a 5-point gap, and the gap between Duluth and Omaha, who is 4th place, is about 10 points. So this is huge because you go into that, you already qualify for top 8. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You're already at an initial advantage over Omaha, who could go out 1-3, very real possibility. And you have an amazing seed going into that second day, where it usually gives you a good chance on that first series of the day,
right,
to get into that top 4 to get even more points. And again, that's literally the same thing for Des Moines Derecho. They're just 5 points ahead of Duluth. Both these teams, so important for qualifying for land, so important for trying to get into that top 4 to get those 2 extra to get that 1 extra life. On the side of Derecho, Bryant Wolf, Nate, Fours, Chicken, and Wesley on the side of Superiors. Quick, who do you think's going to take this one away?
You know, I have loved the Superiors since the start of the season. Once they made that shift, that Wesley Chicken combo again coming out, those guys winning me a championship a couple seasons ago. But Des Moines Derecho have been looking super, super strong this season. I still got to go with my boys in the Superiors, though.
I've lost to Chicken in a few cash tournaments before, and in a couple 6-man servers, and every time I go up against him, he just ruins my day if I'm ever trying to win. And Derecho looking to Superiors, going, as I was saying, you have, Chicken is just such a menace.
Yeah.
He's been at such a high level for such a long time. He's definitely in the upper part of SSL. And you have Derecho, which I feel like maybe on paper rank-wise don't look as scary, but they have such good chemistry. That was a beautiful goal line save. I mean, there's a reason why they're up in this 2-0 right now, both these teams. But I want to go with my boy Brock, but I also need respect for Chicken Bryant. Putting one away there. And with that being said, I'm going to say Derecho in 4.
Derecho in 4. I think that there's 4 games. I'd agree with you there. Definitely going on the other side of it, but what a shot from Bryant. Up late with him last night, watching some replays of him going back with Rob and checking out his gameplay. I mean, Bryant put so much time and effort into becoming a better Rocket League player. Watching replays of himself, others just trying to study and learn the game. Listening to him talk about how he approaches the game was just so interesting. His analysis of how the ball moves on the field based upon where players are positioned is definitely one of the highest in the league, and a defending champion this season. Last season, on the other side, Fours, his teammate, they took it down for the Season 8 LAN, and so both of these guys looking to make a run this season. But, I mean, a lot of high caliber talent on both sides of the field. So we see Fours try to get that one on net, gonna get cleared away. That's a big demo, allows Wesley to clear this one. Fours creeping up, that miss, what? Oh. They take those, they take those.
The power of friendship, they put that one in the net. Hey, both players there. Big key, Bryant, even in the replay, that bounce, it's in that, just where that waterfall bit connects to the back wall. It is literally pixels if that ball's gonna bounce straight out or down like that. It's such a hard read, and he doesn't make it, and Superiors they didn't have to make that read quickly. They just kind of let Derecho panic and score the open. Bryant on his back line again, does get a big 50 out, maybe catch the Superiors too far up, but no, they do survive a little bit longer. Big clear out now. Fours air dribble down the field. Flip reset. Doesn't find it on target. From Wesley. What in the world are Superiors doing? And why is it working?
Wesley just chased his teammate down, goes for him even though he has the flip reset, and just perfectly positions himself to be there for that ball bouncing out to him. I call it luck, call it skill. It made
It happened
pure
the
chem.
last time. It's not lucky. There's
true,
no way.
true.
It happened twice.
Oh, Wesley's just free on this one. Oh my gosh, Superior's stomping right now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think maybe just the dumb goals are getting Derecho a little bit tilted. There's no way they don't. There's no way that does not make you a little upset.
Oh,
Like,
definitely. They're going to have to steel up their nerves, though. And this Derecho squad is definitely one that has a good mental. So I don't think it'll mess them up too bad.
Good. A low 50 attempt by Bryant. Maybe a shot on target, and you see signs of life from Derecho. They're not out of it. Beautiful pass over to Wesley. Can't find the shot. Nate all the way up to the wall. Can't get it past fours. There's a big miscommunication on the side of Derecho on defense, but they do get it out to the corner. Chicken. Big clear back out the other way. Wesley to follow. Can't quite maybe get the touch. Bryant. Both these teams kind of just pinging it back and forth. Not too much to be worried about yet. Maybe Bryant, some time on this ball, sends it high, but Fours there to collect. Nate waiting for the drop down, not expecting that touch. Gets it past one, but Fours, good 50. We're back out to midfield. Bryant and get the reset. Wesley to dunk it, and kind of in this weird limbo where both teams kind of just throwing stuff at each other, seeing what works, seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
Wesley there for the team play, and I mean, so far for Superiors, that's just been, I think, just the unexpected follow-ups. Chicken towards net, can't find the shot, but
Chicken finally
Derecho
getting
just
into
needs-
play. I don't think I've seen too much from Chicken so far this game.
I mean, he hasn't really had to do much, to be fair.
True. True. Wesley and Four is just kind of the power combo so far in game number one. But Superior is looking to run away with this one. They just need to lock in for another minute here. They'll go up in this series, and that's a big momentum shift for them. And in Premier here, momentum can be everything. Wesley zero boost, barely able to get that one on time. Wolf in a dangerous situation. He's got full boost, pops out to Bryant. Bryant goes up fast. He goes for the double, and he's not able to quite connect. Fours clearing that one away. That was scary.
Wolf had maybe an opening there, just couldn't get the power on the shot. But yeah, I mean, Derecho, they're looking to just kind of get something going here. Ever since those weird team play, I guess you could say, goals from Superiors, that they've been kind of quiet. They had a flurry of offense just there, but not finding anything from it. Chicken to the ceiling, to the
come on,
backboard,
Chicken.
to the net. Can't get it on target.
Gotta score those.
Derecho, yeah, I mean, it would just be such a big momentum killer for Derecho. They're just looking to just find themselves, I think, right now.
Yeah, true. I mean, game one is always nervy. Double soak given the majors. We see a big miss there. I believe that was Fours chasing it on his own back ball. No, Chicken, unfortunately, going back on that one. Those are so awkward. I mean, when you're coming off of the post there, your car gets shifted so weird, and trying to time out when your wheels are actually off the wall so you can flip towards it is definitely a skill that takes a lot of time to learn, but I'm sure the Superiors aren't sweating that one too much, given they got 2 goals, and with 10 seconds left, I mean, this game is over.
Yeah, maybe at this point it's just consolation goals. Maybe it's just momentum, but I mean, you can definitely tell Superior started to let off the gas pedal a little bit in this game after they were up by so much, and Derecho, they were able to find one. It's not like there's nothing there for them, but that was not, I think, how they wanted that game to go. If they were gonna lose 1-4, I don't think they wanted it to be at the hands of some pretty circus Eagles from Superiors.
Yeah,
but I mean, regardless, they just gotta kind of regain.
absolutely. And, you know, I don't think that, like we mentioned, Derecho have a good mental. I don't think that that's going to shake them up too much. And with the analytical skills of Bryant and his ability to adapt to what his opponents are doing, I mean, Derecho are going to be looking really strong heading into this next one. Now, Superiors, some interesting choices. They did lead to goals, but not exactly the same type of gameplay that we were seeing last series. You know, some passes, but a lot more solo plays, it feels like, this series on the side of the Superiors specifically. Just kind of doing everything that a single player can with whatever amount of boost that they have, and then hoping that a teammate can be there to clean it up. And, you know, it worked for game number one. Who's to say it won't work in game number two?
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. If it works, it works. I mean, they can try it again. Maybe Derecho are going to be expecting it. Maybe they're just going to be more comfortable just throwing someone at the ball, because I feel like some of the reason why those plays worked is they saw someone up and they kind of hesitated, like, oh, they're double committing. You know, maybe we can wait for them to mess up and have a 3v1, but maybe they just have to be more aggressive with that first man challenge, kind of throwing them at the ball. Right off the rip, they have some pressure off the kickoff. Trying maybe to pop it up, but no Chicken there to deny it. And
quick start.
Yeah, just Derecho trying to maybe find they don't want to lose this game. Trying to reverse sweep this game.
Yeah, I mean, none of these premier teams are going to want to be in a situation of needing to reverse sweep. I mean, the level of skill that the players in this league have is so incredibly high that, I mean, momentum is a killer. As we see Nate put that one on net. Fours flying across, gets the clear. Fours now chasing this ball down, goes missing, no boost. Wolf can be able to control in his own corner. Big challenge by Wesley there, goes cross. Fours unable to get the corner boost. Does get demoed, that'll put him back. Potentially able to challenge this ball. Wesley gonna go for it though. Bryant looks to get it down, he does to Nate, but Wesley with the challenge. Chicken missed the boost, had to turn back, so not able to get there as quick as he wanted to, but Wesley gonna bail him out there. 1 minute gone, 0-0 here. This game definitely looking like both teams are playing a little bit more patient than they did last game.
Yeah, and I always say game one's usually the most chaotic, usually the most high scoring. That 50 almost going in right. Bryant thought he might have owned goal there, puts it wide. Big shot towards net, but it's wide. Derecho thinking the lucky stars. This pinch might just find out all the way towards the net, but no, it's off the crossbar. Bryant can't find the shot. Wolf to the backboard, has a flip reset.
Oh, he gets it.
But it's saved by Force. Nate follow up, saved again. Absolutely outstanding defense from Superiors. They hold the wall on their goal line. Still, they're not conceding off of so much pressure from Derecho.
Yeah, I mean, that offensive pressure, while the Superiors were able to defensively hold up, they found themselves with no boost after that one. And I'd say they were lucky that the ball didn't wind up in a position where the Derecho were going to be able to strike and be dangerous. But they were able to hold it down, keep this game tied up at 0-0. But Derecho are still knocking on the door. Superiors just trying to bang the ball, get it out of their own half, and just hopefully grab some minis. Get a full if they can. Chicken has to leave that one. Wesley goes up. He gets the shot. Chicken's there.
Oh.
What a pass. Oh, man. Wesley definitely wanted to get that one on himself, but Chicken reading him, setting up on the backboard just in case, right where he needs to be. I bet that Wesley was just distracted. He saw Chicken. He had to feed it to him.
It's just such a good idea from Chicken. He realizes that his last man has a very clear beat on the ball, and unless he either missed or just gets insanely dunked, it's a free touch, and just to secure it, to be there, that was almost an immediate follow-up from Derecho, but they can't find it on target. Huge turn from Wolf. Denies the counter attack for a little bit longer. Chicken goes missing. Four's already up in the air. Two people go from Superiors, but Derecho can't get this downfield fast enough. Nate towards the net. Wolf there for the redirect, gets it on target, and Derecho looking to keep themselves in this game.
Yeah, I made a comment that, first game we didn't see as many passes. It felt like a lot more solo plays. We are definitely seeing the passes here in game number 2. Nate feeding Wolf upfield. Now, those upfield rotations from the first man after the ball gets passed back or is still in their defensive half, they were huge and instrumental in the Steelhawks beating the Atlas in our first series of the day. I have to imagine that that's a big skill to have, just being able to trust your teammates, have that first man not necessarily overcommit, but place himself in an aggressive spot to where, now your bangs aren't just getting the ball out, it's putting the ball in a dangerous position where you might be able to score. So you see Derecho putting on the afterburners and just trying to score here and get ahead as quick as they can with only a minute and a half left. I'm guessing that they do not want this to go to overtime.
Absolutely not, and I mean, especially if you're Derecho, you want to put this game away. You need to. I don't see a world where you can reverse sweep a team like Superiors. I mean, it's not like this game isn't close. They have the tools there to win a game against this team. Now, to win an entire series, to sweep them is another story. Again, it's some momentum based, and when you have no momentum, it's so tough to gather to sweep a team as solid as this. As Wesley touch maybe goes awry, but no, Chicken is there on the back gun to make sure nothing goes too horribly wrong. Again, both of these teams in a stalemate, maybe a little bit threatening, but no, Nate gets to beat on the ball.
45 seconds left. Looking like we might end up in an overtime here. Both teams again going back to that patient gameplay. Big beat by Nate. Wesley's going to be there, clean up. He dishes out to Fours at the midfield, but Wolf cuts that one off. Nate again, looks to the double, not able to get there. Bryant with an opportunity, puts it on net. Fours and Wesley both zero. Oh, Fours gets the extra touch off the crossbar bounce. Very, very dangerous position. Both players committing on that one. Chicken now, low boost, unable to get the clear he wanted. Bryant gets the touch, he beats him.
What? Bryant, and the waning moments of regulation puts one away. They didn't want overtime, and they might not get it. Fours, no boost in net. That's just a beautiful play across on the backboard to just keep it out of the hands of the defense. I'm still in awe of how, I don't even know who got that touch on Superiors. If they didn't get that touch, it would have been a goal.
Yeah.
Pretty much guaranteed. They had two people committed and there was a person there shooting. He gets a psycho like skim touch, shoots it insanely fast away from the net. Chicken not letting this one get too out of hand, but it's not going to matter. That ball still didn't hit the ground, but doesn't matter. Derecho will take game 2. No, very, very close one.
Yeah, big shift from what we saw in the first game versus these two guys. Superior stomping in that one. But, you know, like I said, I fully expected Bryant to adapt heading into that next game. And, you know, it's not just him being able to adapt himself. It's his ability to also talk with his teammates and, you know, find a new plan cohesively across the three of them. And that's exactly what they did in that game. I mean, only 2 saves from the Derecho, 4 shots coming out from the Superiors, like 11 shots for the Derecho. Des Moines looking so solid. Superiors have to be a little bit nervous, but, you know, Chicken, Wesley, they're both guys who play amazing under pressure, and Fours, another very smart player. Fours tends to be that more third man all around player. Wesley, definitely more of an aggressive player, but we have seen him find a lot of success in the defensive half. But the three of them just kind of need to figure it out. The amount of times we saw them floundering in front of their own net or having to force double commits just to get a save on the ball because they're low on boost. Derecho are just kind of pounding them every time that they get the ball into the offensive half. So, yeah, I mean, Superior's got to change something. They got to change it quick, because if they lose this game, having to push 2 games in a row against this Derecho squad is going to be tough for them.
Yeah, and this is a big game. Game 3 is always just so dang important in a best of 5, because it determines, like, you know, if you're getting swept, if you're going to be able to stay alive for one more game, if you're tied, who's going to be on match point, who's not going to be on match point. It's just so important no matter what scenario it is. And if you're Derecho, you have to feel like this, either of these teams, you have to feel like whoever wins this game most likely will win the series. How close it's been, how back and forth it's been. And you were talking about Bryant earlier, how analytical he is. He topped the lobby in points, I'm pretty sure, in game 2, and he had more points than both of his teammates combined. He's the guy for them and just doing so much. You're going to need to see that performance come out of him, maybe more of his teammates this game, because they're going to need all that they can really get to beat the Superior squad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Brian said something interesting last night when he was looking over his replays, that he kind of feels like he has more of a simple style of playing Rocket League. It's not too flashy. It's also not too overly defensive. He has mechanics, but he doesn't try to force them in awkward positions. And that more simple, basic style of playing safe and consistent really makes it difficult for the opposing team to shift how they're playing against, because really they're shifting how they're playing against the other 2 guys. Bryant is the solid base for his teammates to stand on and find opportunities to show up. And I mean, by being that base and allowing your teammates to feel confident, I mean, we're seeing exactly the type of success that can lead to. So I fully expect Nate and Wolf to continue to do what they've been doing, trusting Bryant, and Bryant just to do what he does every time and pop off. He looks for the pinch here. It's on, but Wesley gets an easy touch on that one. Nate's up. Wolf is the last one back. Chicken goes for the bump. Brian actually getting a big rotation back on that one. Forrest trying to get back out center. Nate's going to give a free touch. 0 boost. Brian's awkward, but Chicken unable to get it past the defender. Wesley just going to keep it in the offensive zone, but his teammates both low on boost. Not going to be able to keep up the pressure. So we approach the halfway point in game number 3. I think the team that scores first, it could be very pivotal for this game. Pivotal, excuse me.
Derecho have just been having so much pressure throughout the duration of the game. It's that one streak from Superiors that we just saw was pretty much all that I've seen them so far on the offensive end. That's a shot on target. It might just roll in back right post. Finds the angle. The defender just not expecting that. Wesley started to cheat up a little bit, kind of in the middle of the net. Bryant just caught him lacking. Puts it far post and in. Derecho 1-0.
Solid shot, nothing fancy, didn't try to slip it under the crossbar or go into the corners, just put it as far right as he could. Notice that the final defender that he had to worry about was stuck. Awkward, Chicken, whoa, wait, that came back out? Bryant got a piece of that one. Oh my gosh, Bryant with back-to-back massive plays, but I mean, man, he is popping off this series. Chicken's so close on that one, but Superiors not going to let it get to their heads. We see, oh, maybe they will. Chicken goes diving. Massive beat by Nate.
Just the unexpected follow-up. Brian off that 50, gets a touch off the ceiling. Nate with 0 boost is just in a perfect spot. Gets the slightest beat on Chicken by a hair's length. And now we have a 2-goal game for Derecho. Bryant being the centerpiece of pretty much all that's been good for this team, to the ceiling again, but can't maybe find the touch. Nate towards net. Can't find his way in. They don't really need to worry about scoring here too much. They might take an extra goal if they want one. Wesley, though, back in time to get the save. Nate maybe cut out, but no. Bryant having a little bit of time to work. It gets demoed off the play. Nate now up for the challenge. Drop sounds dangerous in front of that. Wolf's there first, but it pops out again off of 50. Bryant maybe expecting a challenge. Nobody there. Double commit. Panic. Maybe setting in for Derecho. They don't want to let go of this lead. Such an important game for them. So much on the line for qualification, for seeding. Against a team like this, again, you really just do not want to give up that 2-goal lead heading in now, approaching the under 1 minute mark.
Right, yeah, especially with next week being a single elim match. I mean, seeding is huge. With so many points on the line, your first round win worth double that of a league play game at 10 points, which with how close the standings are between all of these middle pack teams, every single little point counts, and they absolutely need it, especially in this matchup where the Derecho and the Superiors are so close together. But 45 seconds left. Derecho up by 2, try to make it 3. 4 is able to get in front of that one. Nate back out center. It's going to be free. 4 is to clear it out, but Bryant shutting that one down. Chicken now in his own corner. Going to play this one slow. He has 4s on his left. Going to just flick it forward. Low boost. Goes for the bump. Unable to get the 50 past Bryant. Now the Derecho are going to try to mount an attack. Wesley with the big cutoff. Superiors keeping up the pressure. He gets the flip, but Nate shuts it down, keeping it in the Derecho corner. Brian and Wolf chasing each other, I guess. I'm not sure what they're doing there.
Bit of a kind of a cluster in the corner here. As long as they just keep it out of the net for the next 10 seconds, they'll have game 3. They'll have match point. Wesley to bump, can't find it. Bryant with a huge clear with time ticking down. That'll spell the end of game 3. Match point Derecho. And so much, again, so much on the line for seeding. And again, the single elim, you want to go into this and make a statement too as a lower seed being that confidence.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beating maybe some of these tougher teams that people thought would go above you is huge. And you saw, I mean, yeah, it's Bryant has just been just the best player in the lobby.
He's the man
ever
to watch.
Since game
Look
1.
at that. Double his guy's score again. I mean, what?
You can combine his teammates' points and then double it, and he still probably has more points than them. Which is not to say that Wolf and Nate aren't doing anything. It's just that Bryant is just playing really well. I think if you look at Superiors of what's going wrong for them, I think their skill set is best used. They're kind of stuck on defense. They need to find ways to get those beats on defense, to get kind of past those 2 people with 1 person. You saw Chicken do it with 30, 40 boosts. He flicks it past 1, flicks it past 2, almost flicked it past the 3rd person as well. Getting those control plays to follow up their touches is something that I feel like Superiors are really good at. You just haven't seen them do that, whether that be maybe Derecho's positioning, their boost dealing, something. but the Superiors just do not look comfortable right now, and it's leading to them being stuck in their own half. And then since they're stuck in their own half, you can't get offense, you can't get momentum, and it's just a whole downward spiral.
Yeah, I mean, Superior is really looking awkward in their own half. They're not having any plays up the field. Really, the only way that they're getting the ball out is just by banging it. And it's really leading to some awkward plays. Fours almost gets that one, but Wesley is there to clean that one up. Team play from the Superiors immediately here to strike quick. Great touch by Chicken. Nate does get a good pinch across, but Fours reads him perfectly. And what a great cross by Wesley. Pushing right to left, reading the ball, and slotting that one in the net. Unfortunately, none of the Derecho players really able to do anything about that one. But that's a big goal for the Superiors' confidence, especially when you're down. Now they seem to hold on to a Chicken with a massive predict. Fours goes for the double. He gets it. It's just off the crossbar. Chicken not able to clean it up.
Big save from Bryant. Been calling his name a lot. Obviously, which is how he's been playing. Chicken again. Towards the backboard. Feel like he could have done more. Had a lot of boost, but settles for that. Fours follow-up touch not there. Lands right in the hands of Chicken. Puts it high. Double commit. That's not the way they wanted that one to go. Wesley up in the air. Big read by Brock, though, keeps it just within arm's reach. 1 goal. Still 4 minutes left to play. Wesley get this one out middle. Big passing play, but it only goes as far as Bryant. Wolves up first to this one. Tries to snipe it under the defender, but no. Chicken holds this line, but they're not out of the woods yet.
Yeah, another defensive double commit. Not much he could have done there. Finally, the Superiors able to loosen up the grip that Derecho has had every time they get the ball into the offensive zone. Big pass by Wolf. Nate's there, but not able to get the shot off. Instead goes for the dribble. Big pinch in the corner. Almost gets it center, but Wesley shuts that one down. Shot by Brian. Fours is there. Wolf now, again, just trying to keep up the pressure on the behalf of the Derecho. Chicken looking to get something going here. Big follow. Fours takes it from him. Fours looking dangerous. The double commit. Wesley goes fast. Drops the ball out center, but nobody is going to be there for the Superiors. Really don't have to be, though. Why overcommit when you're in the lead? You know, don't make a stupid mistake. Keep that 1-goal lead. And, I mean, you can win with 1 goal. We don't need to see 4 or 5 goal games every time. Just that 1 goal can be huge. Chicken, though, bumped off. Wesley's there. He gets the beat. Not able to slip it under the crossbar. Oh, no. Unfortunate there.
And that crossbar bounce is so bad because it spikes the ball so far above the net. You can't follow it up. And what should have been a 2-0 lead is now cut down to only 1 with no chance of anything left. Chicken maybe off the ceiling to redeem, but no. Again, still only a 1-goal game, and with the way things are going, anything can happen at any time. Approaching the halfway mark. It's Des Moines that are playing catch-up right now, trying to put an end to this series. They want to go up and go through all, just end their Swiss one already. Go 3-0. But Superior's looking to do the same thing. And this is just a forced game 5. Derecho don't want to see any of that. Maybe it's Bryant to get it downfield, but no. Touch here by Fours. Big pinch out. Nate maybe creating something. Nope, Wesley's there. Shot on target. Bryant there to collect. Big spike up. Follow-up touch. Can't get the pass. Gets demoed off the play. And a follow-up demo from Wolf. Clears the path. Nate meets Wesley on the backboard. Loses the 50. Wolf is there. Just so much happening right now for Derecho. They just need to get something going into the net. There's a shot, but it saved away.
Yeah, dangerous opportunity by Bryant there. Superior's able to get a piece of that one. Bryant just keeping it up, though. It bounces out center. Wolf is going to be there, but what a save by Wesley. Massive pass by Bryant off the crossbar. Wesley now, 0 boost, just trying to get it out of his own half. Gets it over to Chicken. He goes missing. Wolf, awkward, though. Ooh. Luckily, that miss by Chicken definitely threw off Wolf. He was not expecting that one. Unable to get the touch he wanted. Kept him awkward and keeps the Superiors ahead. But I can't imagine it stays that way for long with the offense that we're seeing from the Derecho. Not a lot of aggression in the offensive side from either team. I feel like most of the demos that we've been seeing has been from back checks and their defensive demos rather than offensive demos. But, you know, with the talent that both these teams have, you really don't need gimmicks like that to be scoring. As we see a pass from Forest Chicken just a little bit too close, not able to get the shot off. Oh no, that's a big mistake with under a minute left. Wesley challenges his last man up the wall, and that was not the right call. Bryant just going so fast, and perfect shot from him. Gonna beat everybody from the Derecho.
I think he thought maybe Forz was getting back in time. And to be fair, if Bryant didn't send a missile towards the net, maybe he would have. But that shot just had so much speed on it. He's able to pick the net. And with 40 seconds left, maybe they find a follow-up goal and they just steal the game right out from Superiors. But no, they hold on. Nate towards net. That's blocked away by Forz. Bryant having yet another standout game for his team.
Oh, that
maybe now you want to see them step up, but that's awkward on the goal line. Popped up high. Nate not in a position to shoot. All three players on the side of Superiors were looking dazed on the goal line, but they hold on. They just need to hold on for 10 seconds more. That's dangerous out in the box for Derecho. They're awkward on defense. Bryant to control the ball. Who else would you want to have in this situation but him? Flip reset. Can't get it past the last defender. That's a bad 50 for Wolf. Deals with it well. Big catch. Pinch up. Stays up at 0 seconds. What will Chicken do? Tries to find it past middle. It lands right in the hands of Bryant. Gets it past one.
Oh, is he able to keep it up?
Attempt. Wesley with a big cutoff. Still not hitting the ground. Bryant will let this touch, and we have overtime in game 4.
Man, that was very, very scary. I was surprised to see Wolf go for that 50 in his own corner with the clock essentially at 0. At that point, Wolf called off Nate, not able to get the shot. 4-0 boost, looks to get the 50, saved away by Bryant. Absolutely massive play from him to keep them in this one. Wesley now, 0 boost, gets the reset, but 50 away again by Bryant. Fours back out. Chicken deciding not to challenge that one. Smartly going back. Ball is going to miss the net. Chicken calling off Wesley. Goes to dribble it. Fakes out Nate. Tries to fake out Bryant. Not quite able to. Wesley up on this one. He gets the shot, but it's off the crossbar. That crossbar has been the Derecho's savior this game. I mean, Superiors, how many times now have smacked that crossbar? We saw earlier that shot from Wesley bounced off, and Four is not able to clean it up because of how hard it bounced off the ground. I mean, they need to start getting these shots on net because you're not going to win with luck. You're going to have to win with skill in this series. We see a massive save by Fours. A minute gone here in game number 4 OT.
Big, nice control touch by Nate.
Oh, that's
awkward. That's dangerous in front of his net. Panic sent out for the side of Derecho, but they recover Bryant. Big clear out, forcing Force to go for this lens. Maybe right in the hands of Wolf. Gets it past him. Shot towards net. Wesley's there. Nate. Big pinch out. Wolf not having the resources to turn on that. Bryant to keep it in and does. Low boost. Pass out. Gets it past the defender. Just Nate not having anything. Wolf now to collect towards the ceiling. Double tap attempt. Maybe Wesley's there first. Nate keeping it in. Big touch high. Gets it around Chicken. Bryant's up, but he's awkward. Open net.
Chicken's
maybe.
so slow.
There. 1-0 boost the shot. Tried to sneak it behind Wolf. Can't find it. Still pressure for Superiors, but no, big clear out by Derecho. Lynch right in the hands of Fours, and it's been so back and forth. Maybe Wolf to end it, sends it up high, 2 players up. Do send it away enough to give them some time to recuperate. Bryant on the ball, tries to leave it to Nate. Nate's caught awkward. Big beat by Chicken. Maybe this is the breakthrough. Pass opportunity. Tries to shoot it himself, but no, it's saved by Bryant again.
That was a massive shot by Chicken. But again, the shots from the Superiors just aren't on net. Chicken had the opportunity to clean this game up a minute ago, but the touch he had was just too soft. And I mean, yeah, they're just not going to win with touches like that. You have to beat every player on this Derecho squad in their defensive side. Again, opportunity Force, not committing on that one. Smartly turns off on it. Wolf shoots it. Going to be over the net. Chicken going to be there, though. Oh, not a great touch. Nate cleans that one up. Fours now chasing this ball, just doing what he can to get outfield. The flip reset. Chicken not able to go fast enough to get Bryant out of the net. And they're going to stay alive. I mean, we're approaching 3 minutes here in OT. Wesley misses Nate, but a big 50 by Fours is going to keep them in this game. Bryant now, he's dangerous from these positions. Not able to get the shot off. Great touch, though, over to Nate. Shot on Wolf, now chasing it, but Wesley cuts off the play. And now again, oh, but it's just going to be free. Can he get back fast enough? Wolf is chasing it, and he's not going to be able to. Wesley with full boost, though, off the ceiling. Neither of his teammates are there. They're both all the way back.
Now Nate maybe has a double tap opportunity. Chicken, no, it's been so dangerous for both these teams. Wolf maybe could have shot it there. That's a huge read from Fours. Double demos coming up. Bryant, last back, still not cracking on defense. That's like the 8. I don't know how many times I've had to say that he's in a 1v1, 1v2, and he still makes the save. Wolf trying to get this one out of his own half. Chicken leaves it for his teammate. Nate there can't get it first. Wolf awkward, does get the touch up to himself on the wall. Follow up is there. Wesley gonna be caught out. It's maybe on target. Double save comes out. It's popped out in the midfield. They cannot get there first. I have no idea what this overtime has become. There's a beautiful control by Bryant. 50. Killed in the midfield. Big demo coming out. Nate maybe caught awkward. Slows it down just enough for his teammate to get back. Good control on the back wall here. Not wanting to do too much risky. And as I say, that goes for a flip reset. Off the wall. Wesley maybe to his teammate. That's a nice pass, but no one's there. Wolf has control, but he's demoed off the play again. Chicken towards the backboard. Can't make contact. Bryant pop up maybe. Is this the one to do it? Can't go under the defender. Nate for the follow. Can't get it on target. And still both teams scoreless in overtime.
Wesley with boost, takes it off the sidewall, not able to get on net, shut down by Wolf. Fours now, again at midfield, goes for the dribble, tries to get the pinch, but shut down by Nate. Chicken, he looks for the double, he gets it, it's off the backboard, but Wolf is there to clear that one away. Wesley goes missing. Fours with no boost is in an awkward spot, kind of pushing up on that ball. Big bang there, but an easy clear by Nate, and that's going to give Derecho just a quick breath of relief. So we see Fours try to take that one across, but big shutdown by Nate again. Wesley into the corner. Oh, big miss there. Now Fours, an opportunity, tries to take the shot, but it goes wide. Lots of shots from far away from these guys. Missing lots of nets, but, you know, they just need one of these to go in as we hit 5 minutes in this overtime. A whole extra game has been played here. Chicken crosses it over to Wesley. Wesley off the ceiling is going to chase this one, but double commit by Fours. Chicken's there, tries to put it on, but Bryant again pushes that one off to the side. Wesley all the way back. Fours. Oh, I'm sorry. Wolf with the pitch. Even Wolf can't believe it. Oh my gosh, what a shot. Woo!
Are you kidding? 150.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh.
help by Wesley a little bit there, but he touches it. He touches it to the ground off the wall, follows it, and thinks, you know what? Actually, this is a good setup for a ground pinch. Goes for. I was not. What?
Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Oh, it didn't go to the end screen. Here we go. Let's go ahead and throw that up. Derecho. Oh my gosh. What a massive win for them. I mean, man. Oh man, throw up the stats there. You called it. 4 games. Derecho take it 3-1.
Brian dropping 1,000 points. I mean, it was 2 games. It was 2 games worth of gameplay, but I mean,
Bryant,
only
the MVP.
person to do that.
I mean, yeah, Bryant MVP all the way there. Absolutely massive gameplay from him. Wow, what a sick series.
It's. I don't even know what to say. I mean, it had to have been a shot like that to get through with the way they were playing. It's not like their shots weren't scary. I mean, you had that one flip reset from Chicken where from my perspective, I didn't see Wesley getting back in time to that. And even though he was there, he got it by the skin of his teeth. That was so many shots, so many close goals, just barely not going in. And it would have to be some random ground pinch from some random catch on the wall.
Yeah.
No one in the entire world expecting that shot to go that way. That's the only thing
just
that
a
could
heater,
really
like huge smack.
So I unfortunately most likely will not be joining you next series though.
Yeah, I do believe we got somebody else lined up to come and hop in here. Let's go ahead and take a real quick look at what we've got. So Derecho and Fargo. Go ahead and zoom this in a little bit. It looks like trash on stream. Yeah, Fargo and Des Moines going to be your 2 teams going 3-0 today. Huge from them. Green Bay, the number 1 seed, falling down to lowers round 4. We're likely going to be seeing a lowers round up next here. But Ori, yeah, thanks man for coming and joining me. I want to get this next round going as quick as we can so we can stay on track here just a little bit.
I don't want to spoil anything, but that Mankato and Buffalo match, if we're not streaming that next, we're throwing.
We already have Mankato on stream. I'm sure Stewie's going to probably hop into this call in 1 second if he's already not here to give me some crap about what we're going to pick up next. But give us just a second here. We will be getting our next round underway very quick here. welcome back. All right, short break there. We're going to try to get this next series going as quick as you can. Shout out CT Nivlak. Good show from you guys on Thursday. Joining me here in the Casters booth. How you doing today, man?
I can't believe that you brought up Thursday. Outside of that, I'm doing great. I was doing fantastic until you brought that up.
Oh, my bad. Sore subject. I'm kidding then. Bad job on Thursday. Now, we've had some back-to-back banger matches. I think this next one is going to be the exact same thing. That's the wrong button there. I didn't click save on that other screen. It wouldn't be a major if it wasn't a little bit hectic. Did that live update? There we go. Knights versus Rangers for your 1 and 2 match. Let's just get everybody in here. Do you got any predictions? I know you said you haven't seen a lot of Premier matches so far this season, but what are your thoughts here?
No, I have not seen a ton of them actually playing, but I have seen the standings, and I can't not go against the Knights. Their season has been spectacular, so I'm going with a nice 3-1 for them.
Yeah, I mean, I got to go with my boys, the Knights, as well. They haven't been looking the best today. Surprised to see them down here at the 1 and 2, but still plenty of Rocket League to be played here. Now, Rangers, a squad that, I mean, I had very high expectations for after the draft. I mean, very strong-looking roster here. 3 veterans of the league on their side, but not quite the season I'm sure that they were picturing that they would have. But still, here they are, major number 2, putting up a big fight. So definitely some big things to look at. Some upsets. I mean, obviously, if we have Green Bay down here right now, we've had a handful of upsets so far today, and that's just kind of been the name of the majors so far. CTN is that every single league has had a handful of upsets I don't think anybody saw coming.
Absolutely, yeah. Just looking through a few of these, almost everything's also been sweeps. I can't believe how many sweeps across all 3 majors have been going through here, and especially to see it. Oh my god!
What a shot from Angel!
Going into the game, what's happening over there?
Yeah.
Just a nice little double tap straight through him, too.
What a read. Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of sweeps. You know, as a player who competed in this major, did it feel like nerves were a big factor? Maybe for your squad or for rosters that you're playing against? Voltastar almost striking it again, just off.
I don't know. Rising Star can always have your amount of whiffs. Not entirely sure what's happening there, but Volt getting shot. Nerves always play a role, but in Rising Star, it's very much prevalent of you can see all the whiffs starting to come through as their season's lives are on the line. A lot of these teams are fighting to just stay in that chance of making land.
Yeah, especially with how many points this major is worth. I mean, it's not just staying in land, it's fighting for that top 4 in order to have 2 lives heading into land is absolutely huge. Lat going for the flip reset. Fishy with the bounce. Not quite able to get the power on it to put it on net. Angel has 0 boost, pops out to Mamba, gets a piece of it. Trash gonna cut that play off though. Voltastar now on his own back wall, bangs it downfield. Gets it across. Fishy is there to shut that one down. Angel grabs that full boost, cross to Mamba. Shot just off though. Now Trash chasing this one again out towards the midfield. Big wall pinch, catches Volt awkward. Volt puts it out to Lat. This could be dangerous. He's up, gets the reset. Oh, but Angel with a massive 50 shuts down Angel as well off of that one. That was a scary, scary opportunity there.
And so it's just a joy to watch this league play, going from all of the things I haven't seen over to Lat just going for a nice little flip reset onto net. It's just so nice to see great players. Fishy now taking it up just past Magma. Volt getting out to the center. Angel has a chance to pass that.
Oh, he does!
Net. Fishy just barely able to go down. Now on a counterattack, Trash to Lat. Lat puts it on. Mamba just able to get it there.
Oh, big bang.
Finally going down a little bit. The passes seem to be on point.
Yeah, you know, that last series we started to see passes at the end of it, but it started off as a very solo play heavy one. As we see Angel get to top right corner. I mean, like you mentioned, this premier level of Rocket League is so incredible to watch, especially, you know, I'm your resident C3 expert over here. It's just so crazy that this is something that these guys have been able to attain just through sheer dedication to this game and putting time in by themselves, playing whether it's qualifiers, competing in MCS. I mean, many of these guys compete in multiple leagues just to keep their skills as sharp as they can. And Knights now up by 2 at the minute and a half. This game is not over. They need to be careful, trying not to overcommit on the offensive pushes, but finding success so far. Good reset by Angel. Big clear by Mamba. Angel's going to get the boost. He tries to go fast. Oh, that's a big 50, but Mamba able to be positioned correctly. He had no boost. That looked like it might have been in.
Yeah, with Mamba on 0, I almost thought that I was just going to go in. Well, now just barely getting over Lat. Seems like they're just trying to reset. The Fishy's gonna get the ball, unable to get it center. Mamba just clearing it for the trash. Can't get it quite over to Lat.
That's awkward.
He almost gets
Oh, the
shot.
double commit. That's a free shot. Oh, okay, bailed out. Bailed out. We'll call that one lucky.
I'm
Man.
not entirely sure what happened there, but the ball was flying. Mamba over trash just gets in.
Oh, Angel bumped. The save! What is happening right now? Okay, we were talking about how great this game was going, and now it's turned into a little bit of a garbage fire, but Knights able to hang on that one. Knights are looking really awkward in front of their own net. It really seems like they're panicking anytime that the pressure starts to shift their way.
Absolutely, their defense has almost had a double commit. As I say, a double
Literally.
commit right there. It seems like they have a double commit every single defensive play. Trash now just trying to get a nice little ego, a little bit of some momentum going into the next game, but Mamba just clears it, and that is game 1 for the Knights.
Yeah, quick win for them, but it's a big learning opportunity for the Rangers. I have to imagine that was a big confidence boost for them, seeing the Knights maybe not necessarily playing their A game. Definitely saw some holes in the armor that Rangers absolutely can take full control of. Fishy, a previous premier champion on the side of the Rangers, Trash last season making a push to be a premier champion through lowers. I mean, almost getting there and getting it done. But yeah, I had lots of skill on both sides of these teams. Knights obviously having a pretty dominant season throughout the regular season, but that only means so much once we hit these majors.
Yeah, it means that they guarantee a top 8, but that top 4 is still something that they have to fight for. And 2 lives is so good in going into this LAN.
Yeah, I mean, especially it's the 2 lives. It's skipping around from the single elimination. If you start in the lowers, it's such a big fight this season to get to the grand finals for you. I believe you have 4 or 5 games. Mamba striking quick off the rip here. What a read from him. Gets that boost. Trash, just not the touch that he wanted. No boost. There's only so much you can do in those situations.
It's already top right. Going another goal up, 1-0 in the series, 1-0 in the game. What do you think Rangers need to do here to get some doubles?
You know, I think that defensive demos would be big for them. Trying to take out one of the goalies as we see another shot there. But yeah, I mean, if they can get rid of one of the Knights players in front of their own net, I think that would be really big. Full destroy, no boost. I don't know how he got that much power on that one. Angel gonna go chasing. Mamba tries to get it on net, cleared away. But yeah, I kind of am looking for the Rangers to see more physical play on their side to shake up the Knights, not just rotations, but also positioning.
Absolutely. It still seems like the Knights cannot get away from the double commits on the net. Mamba with a nice little shot. Was she able to just get that out? Trying to find center, but Angel meets him on there. No one from the Knights to finish that ball. Trash now might be able to get that center for Lat. Lat's
He
up.
does! What
Yes!
a shot! What a pass from the Rangers. Lat reading that one perfectly, top right corner. Nasty shot.
And the ability for Trash on 0 on the wall to get that so perfectly. Lat just had to basically touch it right on in. That was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, chasing that one down the field. And Trash having 0 boost, getting that much power on it is pretty impressive. Yeah, Tash, thank you, Fuego. Rangers tying this one up. They got to be feeling pretty good about that. Mamba going for the reset, not able to get all of his wheels onto the car. Angel now off the ceiling again. We've been seeing a lot of passes like that from the Knights, but when there's nobody there to receive it, not much you can do. Lat now, again, he's been dangerous from this position, not able to get the bump. It's going to get cleared away. Volt with 0 boost, cut off by Trash. Ball going to go wide, though. Mamba chases into the corner. Volt Destroyer low. Just going to try to grab boost and see if he can get a piece of it. He does. Out to Angel. This could be dangerous. Angel with the pop across. Mamba goes up on this. Great save by Lat there. Fantastic read. You know, that's another thing in these premier level games. It's not just the balls on net that these guys need to be connecting with. Those fast crosses are also so dangerous with how aggressive the offensive rotations can get to be.
Absolutely, as Volt Destroyer just has to bang it out. Almost every single play has the ball passing to someone or just relieving that pressure. As Fishy gets it over to Trash, almost it goes over straight into Lat's front car. He's going for something middle. He'll just get the touch.
Something.
Volt Destroyer puts that straight over to where Trash can get it. The double doesn't really go anywhere as they go down. There's a little bit of the physical plays that you've been wanting to see.
Definitely looking for some more of them, though. The individual plays that we're seeing from the Rangers are definitely better than what we've seen from the Knights so far. That little reset going to throw him off. Angel reading that one well, not seeing much danger, not overcommitting on it. Lat's going to be dangerous here. He's going to have Trash pushing up the field. Volt Destroyer gets a piece of it. Now Mamba, very dangerous position, but able to get just a slight touch. Rangers not letting up any pressure right now. Touched by Trash. Fishy's going to dive on this one. Trash thinking about rotating in, but he's going to let Mamba, no boost, make a play on it. Volt, no boost again. Big 50. Mamba now trying to get the fake. Grabs one baby. Loses the ball, though, to the defender. And now Knights finally on the offensive half, but with no boost, looking a little awkward.
Yeah, and the Rangers are putting on great pressure, not letting them get any kind of boost, any momentum into anywhere. As Lat puts it down, Fishy not going for it yet. Gets it up as Volt Destroyer might be able to get their first bit of pressure. Mamba looking for Angel.
Oh, he gets him.
Gets to him. What a save by Lat. Mamba now back past the Volt, who's still on 0, trying to make something happen.
That was impressive. For 0 boost, gets the pop and got a bump on one of the defenders.
I guess at this level, you gotta do multiple things all
Absolutely.
at once.
That's something we talked about earlier, is the ability to have a single player beat 2 opposing players, I mean, is so crucial in these matches. It opens up so much space, allows that second man to really get aggressive on the play, and it just opens up so many more scoring opportunities versus if you're just banging the ball or getting a single dribble beat and then losing the 50. There's just not much that opens up. So I'm sure all of these players know the importance of that, and Lat especially gets the reset. He trying to go to the crossbar. I don't know if that was on or if Volt Destroyer got a piece of that, but that was incredibly close. Only 15 seconds left here. Game number 2.
Yeah, it looks like we might be going into an OT. I kind of have the Rangers taking this as their pressure this game have been insurmountable in getting their goal. It just looks like a better team right now.
Yeah, they're looking super solid, and I agree. If we might see an OT. That pass down, I love the Rangers' ability to pick the ball up, take it up high up the wall, and then get those midfield passes. Fishy, low boost, gets the smack on it. Wow, the wave dash pop, only 10 boost, that's all he needed. Small hop, wave dashes into it. It just puts it top right. Textbook from him.
And he was able to leapfrog over Volt, who is still going for the bump on that.
Yeah.
It's just amazing watching anyone in Premier play.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are a different breed. And you have to be in order to compete at this level. Every single inch that the other team gives you, if you're not taking advantage of it, you're not going to be winning series. And Rangers doing exactly that in that game. I mean, absolutely outshooting the Knights. The offensive pressure from them, it's not just the offensive pressure. I feel like the defensive mistake that the Knights are making are creating awkward rotations for them, and so they're not able to get any sort of pressure going the other way, get any sort of forechecks going. Kind of seems like once they get stuck on their half, they just got locked down there.
Yeah, and with that, it seems like the Rangers are. Oh my God, I am.
Ah,
Don't
already
don't
did
mind
that
me.
last
I'm
game
a
too.
Premier player. I'm a Premier player. Don't worry about it.
It happens. It happens. We've all done that. I did it once. I didn't notice until the timer went all the way down. I got yelled at, but it's the way she goes sometimes. But Rangers off the kickoff, trying to get control. Mamba going up on this one. Not able to beat Fishy. Great read by Fishy. Back pass by Angel. Volt Destroyer low boost, though. Tries to get the reset to get something past Ladd. He's not able to. Oh, Angel went diving as the last man. Fortunately bailed out by a poor shot from the Rangers, but Trash keeping up the pressure. What is going on the Knights? They just completely left that goal open for the Rangers.
And the greatest part is, I'm pretty sure Trash could have easily scored that himself, but just a little bit insult to injury, straight to Fishy with 0 boost.
Yeah, Mamba just chasing that ball in the corner. It definitely looks like the nerves are getting to the Knights. And, you know, when you are that #1 seed team, or even, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're trying to defend your position that you have during this major. That extra pressure definitely can get to you. It creates anxiety, and that creates mistakes. Your rotations is Angel. Almost puts that one on. Fishy going to take out Volt, but Mamba now with the ball, still in the opposing half, not able to get the double. Angel just bullying Fishy, no boost in his own net. Ball finally going to get cleared out for the Rangers into the Knights half. And again, we see Volt Destroyer, no boost. I feel like we kind of keep seeing him and Mamba end up awkward, but maybe it's because Angel right there takes the full, goes fast, but not able to get it past Fishy. What a save.
And that save immediately released all the pressure as Volt wasn't able
What
to.
a rip in the bump!
A shot in the bump from Fishy!
Man, Angel kind of the only player on the Knights going for bumps, but we've seen a handful of plays from the Rangers really pushing this stuff. And, you know, Fishy in that season, I believe season 6 that they won the championship. No, season 7, excuse me. Fishy, Purg, and Fusion Bleach. Purg and Fusion Bleach, 2 very good all-around players, but Fishy really played that third-man role and just looked to set up his 2 teammates. And I mean, he did it perfectly, and the underdog won the Premier Championship that season. So yeah, the pressure really not getting to him, and we see here Rangers kind of seem to have figured out the Knights, just capitalizing on any sort of mistakes that they're making, and there has been a lot of them.
Yeah, and it seems like the communication for the Rangers is on point, while the Knights just still struggling to find what they want to do. As Angel just kind of keeps on dumping it down. Bolt able to actually get a shot. Trash gets it out. Now an attack for the Rangers. Once again, Lat with a shot, but Angel puts it high. And the pressure is still not off as another double commit. Angel almost with a shot, maybe. Able to get it out.
Mamba with a shot. Too slow, though. If Angel had any more boost, that probably could have been a dangerous position. He's a very mechanical player, but unfortunately not really able to create space in this game to show that off. Lat goes for the fake. Angel dunks him, though. 50 there by Fishy's low boost, but he's going to get another one in the corner. Trash up on this one fast. Mamba gets a piece of it. Not out of the woods yet. Knights just trying to take the ball into their own corner. That shot is off. Mamba drives awkward up the front post. Now Angel just trying to do anything that he can to relieve some of this offensive pressure coming from the Rangers. I feel like I keep saying pressure, 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 but that's just kind of how this game has felt. I mean, the Rangers really, it doesn't matter what side of the field they're on. They're able to lock this ball down and then dish it to each other. But still, plenty of time to go here. 2 minutes left. Game number 3. We are tied up, but this would be a big momentum win for either of these teams to force that match point potential. As we see Angel almost gets it past Fishy, but Fishy, man, he is looking good today.
Fishy wants this win. He wants the win against the #1 seed coming into today. As he once again is touching the ball. And it seems like the Knights just cannot find their boost. Every single offensive play, 2 of their players are either at or 0, but Mamba doesn't need boost.
I looked away for a second, glanced over at chat, see what was going on, and apparently we scored. Oh, it's just an unfortunate miss there. We'll take those. We like the lucky goals. I'm not gonna whine about that one, but still a lot of work to be done. It took a lot for the Knights to get that goal, and it comes off of a mistake. So count your lucky stars that now it's a 1-goal game again, but you can't rely on that to happen another time in this game.
No, especially with how little pressure the Knights are able to put into any of this. Volt Destroyer able to actually get it. Trash straight to Angel. Angel unable to get a shot. Trash might be looking for the center. Just goes for a shot. Now just kind of goes in that little area.
Yeah.
Trash to Vlad. Vlad's up with it. He wants that flip reset. Angel's up to go. 2 members go up.
Oh, it's
Fishy
still
with
on.
another
Still
shot.
dangerous. What is happening
still with
right
the
now?
ball.
What is happening right now? Just a lot of chaos on for the Knights net. Again, lucky that one doesn't go in, but with 45 seconds left, they need to make something happen. And most of these guys are low
That's a
on boost.
critical
Mamba taking that one from Volt Destroyer. Volt Destroyer had boost. Probably not the ball he wanted to go for there. Trash on that one. It's off the backboard. Nobody going to overcommit on that one. There's no need for the Rangers to overcommit. They're ahead right now. They just need to lock this one down.
There's like a solid 20 seconds that it looked like the Rangers were just playing keep away with them. They just didn't have the boost and they just kept on touching it, and the Knights just cannot figure out this Rangers.
Yeah, lots of double commits. It seems like the communication is really off for the Knights right now, but 6 seconds left. Volt Destroyer, no boost, gets 50, ball bouncing. Mamba's the only one who can go. He's gonna leave this one. Tries to read the bounce. He does. He keeps it up. It's back out center. Volt Destroyer, no boost, not able to get there. Rangers now up by 1, forcing series point. This is big for them.
Especially going on to that lower bracket. Whoever loses this is no longer going to week 2. And there's a lot of points to be grabbed if you're able to get past this week. So the
Yeah,
Knights have to figure out something here, or else they're leaving a lot of points on the table.
yeah. Even though the Knights #1, you know, it's still not enough to guarantee top 4. Like, yeah, I mean, they need to make week 2, and I believe that they need a win in week 2 to for sure secure it, regardless of how everybody else performs. But it's been kind of one of the sweet things about this major compared to other majors that we've had in the past is since we don't have play-ins, everything rides on this, and there's so many scenarios for every team to qualify. I mean, everybody's hoping for either somebody to win or somebody's downfall. It's made it super interesting to watch these series so far. But 5 saves coming out from Angel, really the only stat on the Knights that is impressive at all, but 7 shots for Latimus. He is looking good today.
Absolutely, and even Fishy is looking great. I don't think there's really a Rangers player that is hard carrying. They're just all playing so great together.
Yeah, I have to imagine Trash wants to get another shot at LAN. I mean, he played so well last season with Bubbly. And
With an open net.
just wide open. Can Volt get back in time? No! Lat gonna slot that one past him. Great read there. I mean, really baited Volt Destroyer into kind of pushing himself out and just keeps the ball close even though he had full speed and able to slot that one past. That's a quick strike for them and not looking great for the Knights in game number 4.
No, that's about as worse of a first 13 seconds as you could get as the Knights right now.
Ooh, Volt
As
Destroyer.
Angel almost gets that. Momo trying to get that back into center, unable to. Lat with another chance of scoring. Angel's able to put it down, but it's going straight to Fishy, who has Trash out center. Trash shoots! Angel with an amazing save, but the pressure's not over yet. They're still going. Lat unable to get that touch, but ooh, Trash with a double commit now. Rangers showing that they have some cracks. Trash out to the center. Latimus maybe for Fishy, but Angel takes that up. Mamba almost bumped out Fishy for a nice easy net, but just did not quite happen.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned in game number 2 that it seemed like the Rangers really wanted to get more offensive bumps going. I think the Knights need to be doing that now. The defense from the Rangers looking really, really solid, and it seems like that second man isn't committing super hard, so second or third man, they're being very, very passive on the side of the Knights, which leaves opportunities to be able to possibly get a little bit more aggressive with your first and second. But ball now cleared downfield by the Rangers. Double commit there. Volt Destroyer pops up. Angel gonna follow this one. Goes for the reset. Gets the catch. Gets the flip. Tries to put it under, but Trash is there. Massive save there from him. Fishy now in his own half. Cut off by Volt Destroyer. Ball bouncing out towards mid, but Trash is there. Mamba with an opportunity now. Grabs the full. Goes to read this one. Bombs it away. Volt Destroyer tried to chase it, but unable to get there. Now Angel, 0 boost all the way back. He's the last man. This one's going to be crossed. He's going to cut that one off, though. Still dangerous. Ball is out center. Fishy with a great touch. Volt Destroyer to clear it away, though. How in the world do you get that one on net? What? These guys are looking great.
It's just the skill difference, and it seems like the Knights are really finding their stride here. They have a ton of pressure, getting the bumps, but with an open net, and he puts it in.
Ties that one up. Again, every time I look away, go and look at the chat. The Knights score. I think I'm just going to stop watching this game, for being honest. I'm just going to sit here and stare at chat. So if anybody has anything interesting to say in the chat, go ahead, let me know. I'll be looking. But no, tied up, 1-1, 3 to go. A lot of Rocket League to be played still.
And it really looks like the Knights have found the game style that they're playing. They're playing much faster, getting a lot more aggressive with which challenges they want to do, and it's really working out for them. They're actually making the Rangers make good touches to not get scored on immediately. Slat is up a little bit contested. Mamba with a little bit of a shot. Can he get back in time?
Oh,
Mamba just misses. Oh no.
almost got that one. That was a great bang, reading that there were two players, or I guess all three players, pushed up past that midfield line. That's a perfect opportunity to just clear the ball and chase it. But Mamba gets across. Voltstro, no boost. Gonna get cleared away to Angel now. He has boost to work with. Gonna get challenged, though, immediately. Lat keeping this ball up high. Angel going on this one. Tries to feed it over to Volt Destroyer. Volt Destroyer last back. Gets the touch, though. Gets the save. Angel now 50 on Lat. Great 50 with no boost. Volt goes missing. Mamba last back. This could be scary. Fishy has been so dangerous from in front of the net, as we see a pass. Lat to Trash. He's going to score that one. Knights go up again.
We've seen Fishy with great shots, Lat with great shots, and then Trash just finds an angle that I didn't even know existed right there.
Yeah, I said Knights go up. Rangers go up. Knights go down again.
Bad. Yeah,
no, I did.
Rangers.
I'm the one who's... Rangers, man. It's... They are looking so solid. Man, Trash looking to follow that one up. Not quite able to get there. Lat going for this one. Gets the reset. Not able to get the second challenge, though. Mamba is going to clear this one away. Knights need to stop just banging the ball away. They're not able to generate any pressure when somebody's just shooting it down the field and the Rangers get a free pickup.
As Mamba goes for some physical plays, it seems like they've had some sort of communication that they know what they want. But Trash looking at somewhat of an open net. Mamba able to get it. Lets Angel take it. He's going for a solo play. The net's somewhat open.
Angel's so solid on the offensive side. I can't count how many times he's done that, where he forces 2-3 players on the Rangers to challenge because nobody knows where he's going. Mamba shoots and he scores under a minute. He ties it up. What? Well, I think there was a bump there that the Knights got on the side of the Rangers.
Yeah, Angel with a bump on Lat right before going in. Fishy just not with the boost. He kind of watched Trash's shot and said, let me one-up you real quick on that one.
Couple of scores coming in. Senators take down the Maulers. Atlas taking down Omaha and eliminating them. Surprising there. Inferno qualifying 3-0 versus Rochester. And Jungle qualifying 3-1 versus the Miracles. So, handful of teams that we already know we're going to be seeing in this next round. I've been hoping to stream the Miracles. They've been looking good today. So, I'm excited to possibly get to see them, but got to finish up this series here, and we're looking at potentially an overtime. Lat trying to shut that one down. Mamba with the big challenge. Create space. No, you can't be chasing balls like that. When you're pushing back, I mean, you're just shoving the ball in the corner, but a great touch by Lat. His control has been just second to none this series. I mean, every time that he's able to get in the air with boost near the ball, he's able to get a dribble, get a reset, and if he's not dunking a player, he's putting it off the backboard either to himself or someone else. He's looking really solid.
Absolutely. Looking down the barrel, Angel almost gets it on. They've got 20 seconds to make some magic happen, and they're going for it. Mamba coming back with a little bit of boost. Angel gets it. Mamba's putting it over Trash. Just unable to. Angel desperately trying to get something towards net, but unfortunately that's just flying, and it drops to take the Knights out.
Big win for the Rangers. They got to be feeling pretty good about that. They do need to get one more win today in order to make week 2, but that's massive for them, upsetting the #1 seed. I'm sure they got to be feeling good, and that's got to be a huge boost for them heading into this next series. Confidence is key, especially at this point in the season. So Yeah, massive win for the Rangers there. Neither of us had them winning it at the start, but after game number 2, definitely a shift in emotions there.
Yeah, it's really seemed like after game 2 they just had control over every single point of the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Knights seemed like they were getting a lot better towards the end and they were finding their stride, but it was just too little too late, and they're unfortunate. The Knights are unfortunately out. Hibbing looking to keep their season alive here.
Yeah, big win there. Give me 1 sec. I need to... Oh, am I not able to do that? Oh, I gotta go into mod view. Somebody's getting banned. Now, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the standings. I think we're still waiting on a couple of series to come through here. No, we have our round 5 matchups already. Duluth versus Mankato, Rochester versus St. Paul, Minneapolis versus Hibbing. I was hoping to stream Minneapolis. Looks like we'll be streaming Rochester versus St. Paul for our final series of the day. We're just going to throw this one to a quick break so we can get that next series going as quick as possible. Give us 1 sec here, and we'll be right back.
Saw you in the red dress. I can't seem to understand how you got all that finesse. Still been running in circles inside my head. Wasn't looking for love, but baby, I found you instead. I'm stuck inside of these walls with you. I don't recognize who I've turned into. I'm losing hope and getting myself back. Everything around me is starting to turn black. Don't tell me you're hurt again. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how it's all my fault. Yeah, I've met my match again. Starting from scratch again. Where is the pleasure in all this pain? Don't you lie to me and say it's all okay when it feels like I'm drowning. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to go. All I need is someone I've never felt more divided than now. Every word that leaves your lips never means how it sounds. You've conquered the best of me, could have just set me free. Games that you play are just second hand. And now I'm beside myself, no one your fucking hell. Let me just go, let me just go. And don't you lie to me and say it's all okay when it feels like I'm drowning. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to go. All I need is someone
What's up, everybody? We are back. My transitions aren't working. I don't know what's up with that, but quick. Been here all day. CTN. Been here the last couple matches. Man, that last one, probably not the best match that we've seen today, but still a good series. Up next for you guys, we have St. Paul taking on Rochester. Bubbly, I believe in the chat, said that both teams need to win this in order to qualify for LAN. Is that right?
Yeah, looking through the scenarios, both teams have to win it. There is no scenario which gets them out of this. Both teams have to do this, or else that's their season. They're out.
That's a lot of pressure. I mean, that's wild. Man, and what's been so crazy about these round 5 matches is that I think for just about all these guys, they need to win these games in order to keep their whole season alive. A bunch of these guys are facing down elimination. Let's go ahead and throw up real quick here. This is what we are looking at for round 5. So, 4th seed, I believe, 4th seed and 2nd seed both pushing through. 3rd seed, the Mankato Atlas, still trying to get there. Oh, yeah. Couple of upsets so far. Big on Chicago and St. Paul to get all the way through. Same with Des Moines. Very big wins from them. But still, I mean, these 3 matches that are going on, fortunately got 2 going on off stream, but looks like we got some, Olvi playing in for Skies on Rochester. That is an interesting swap for them.
Callister putting in the chat that they've had 3 different rosters through these 5 matches.
Hey, and finding success in some of them at least. So get Olvi.
Yeah, both teams being 2-2 right now.
Yeah, final round of the day, final series. If you guys know me, you know I'm an old man and that I'm in bed by 6 p.m. So we're pushing past my bedtime. I'm ready to get this series going. Do we got everybody in the lobby now? I think we're missing someone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I can count. Looks like we got everybody. We were chatting a little bit about these 2 teams, and you're saying you got a little bit of bias towards one of them, but I still want to hear your predictions heading into the series.
Yeah, so I was looking at the rosters and I saw a little Callister is playing for one of those teams, so I'm never gonna bet against Callister. He's the reason I joined this just everything here. So I am 100% saying that Callister's winning. So I'm gonna have the Rhythm, same prediction as last time, 3-1.
Yeah, I don't. The Senator squad, I'm gonna have to give them the edge since they have their full roster. And you know, previous champion. Yeah, it was in Prospect, but a previous champion, somebody who's grinded all the way. Crispy, though, defending champion from last season. We saw his other 2 teammates earlier, Bryant and Force, face off against each other. So, yeah, I mean, I got to go Senators here. They've been looking pretty solid all season. Rhythm, I know that they've had a handful of roster issues. I don't think they made a lot of changes. But I do believe that, they've had some issues with everybody should have, and putting that one on net, striking first for the Senators. That was a quick goal at 50 off of Callister, just not going his way. What a shot.
Yeah, and that was just a great touch. There is almost 0 error mistake there of just going straight between 2 players already trying to save it.
Big goal to start off. Go ahead.
Don putting it up and trying to find another goal. No passes have been seeming to come out. Everyone might be a little nervous going for some solo plays as Callister just kind of dumps it. Going straight back to the Senators. Nothing to really write home about as the shot comes out and it's... How did that get out? Callister can't finish it up and now it's a counter attack for Senators.
Oh, and goes for the double, he gets it! What in the world? Oh my gosh, End came to play today. 2 goals from him that just, I mean, that's as good as it gets. Is that...
It might be a little bit of the roster, the 3rd roster of today, but it just does not seem like the Rhythm quite know what their game plan is going to be as Callister just almost puts in an open net.
You know, this is...
I'm just confused with everything.
This is a long day for these teams here. This is the 5th series in a row for these guys, and I would almost think that Rochester would have that maybe having shifts to their roster throughout the day would be positive for them. You're getting somebody in fresh who hasn't been, you know, warming up for however long before the series, playing all these series, going through the emotions that come with wins and losses. I mean, all that stuff gets to be taxing, but St. Paul is coming off of a win from the lowers, so that momentum could be pretty big for them. So we see them try to get something going here. Crispy gonna force this 1-past-1, not able to get past Midas. Sean gets out the center and has been dangerous, goes off the backboard, but Callister is there to put that one off to the side. Pressure still on for the Senators. Olvi, great touch by him to clear that off by the rookie, and approaching halfway, Rhythm need to strike soon here, otherwise this might become too much for them to surmount.
Yeah, and the Rhythm honestly just don't look that great right now. They're still going for solo plays, not able to find each other anywhere on the field. Midas almost touches it to his teammate, but now Callister, needing to make a good touch, goes straight back to the Senators. And I think I've seen 2 open nets that the Rhythm had the chance of, and it's just not going their way. Midas almost taken a challenge. Hauser with the chance.
Oh, big clear there. Calster awkward, though. He has to give it to End. The shot is going to be just off, though. Very dangerous situation. Midas tried pushing that one, but went missing. Midas now, though. Big clear. He's going to look for a second. He gets there, but End, again, shutting him off. This man is all over the field right now. Sean looking to get it out. Gets the reset, but not able to do anything with it. Crispy pushing it forward. Looks to get another. Calster has no boost. It's going to be dangerous. The fake to End, but Calster reads it. No respect from Calster. He knew what was coming. Dishes that one. Oh, the settle pinch by Crispy almost goes on, but Sean in the right position. 1.5 minutes left. Clock is counting down for Rochester in game number 1, but as we've seen, winning game number 1 isn't everything today. These first games, of the series tend to be a learning experience for both teams where they're just kind of feeling out what the other team is going for. And, you know, I definitely think Rochester was not expecting End to come out absolutely swinging like he did immediately. So definitely some more respect from them, looking for him to be the playmaker on the side of the Senators. But a minute left, CTN, and this one is looking like Senators are going to put a bow on it.
Yeah, of course anything's possible, but I just don't really see the opportunities coming out from the Rhythm, and in 45 seconds it'd be really hard to get 2 good ones out there. As Calster is forced to do a squishy, still able to touch it, and straight out, Crispy respecting, is able to somewhat pick it up. Calster immediately going, he knows he only has 30 seconds to get this goal. Midas up for the shot, goes to Olive, but it's just off. And with 20 seconds left, the Senators just gonna pump and dump, and that's almost game, unless Midas makes something here.
Yeah, Midas had to get something going there. I do believe he is the highest ranked player on this team, or at least the highest salary, I do believe. So definitely got to be looking for him to either A, be making the plays himself, or B, setting up his teammates to put them into positions where they could be successful. With Senators striking quick, taking down game number 1. I want to say End almost doing it single-handedly, but Crispy and Sean looking pretty good out there as well. So taking a look at these shots, not much on the side of the Rhythm. I mean, just completely stats-wise, Midas really lackluster there. Crispy barely had to play the game, it looks like.
Yeah, and even looking at the shots, End had the same amount of shots as the entire Rhythm cast. Crispy only getting 2 shots, so they only outshot by 2, but the Rhythm really had opportunities for open nets, and they weren't taking care of it. They're doing a lot of solo plays, not finding each other. I don't see them coming back if they can't fix one of those 3 issues.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that one. Yeah, just the opportunities coming out from the Senators were just more solid. I don't want to say either team really made many mistakes. It was solid gameplay on both sides, but Senators just capitalizing in better situations and pulling ahead in that one. So getting game number 2 underway. Players hopping in the lobby now. I kind of want to see the Rhythm be more aggressive. Once somebody is able to get control of the ball, maybe having a man commit down the field to pick off a player or 2, or just shaking it up a little bit, because they got to do something here.
It seems like Midas has already been trying, but his teammates just haven't been quite on the same page, as Calster unable to get a nice shot.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And that's just in.
Thought Olvi might be able to get there. Just awkward.
Right. Just a touch that Calster is just a little bit too awkward to him. With 0 boost, you can't ask for too much there.
Gotta feel good if you're the Senators, though. Striking quick in game number 2. Again, keep talking about momentum. This is a big shift for them if they can get it and put Rhythm in the position where they have to reverse sweep to take the series. But still plenty of game to be played. We're only 30 seconds in, so 1 goal. We're probably not the decider here. But as we see End, the pass off of Sean, these 2 guys are clicking right now. Just a full team play there.
Yeah, not a great way for that sentence to end, but End just has basically an open net for what this league does. So he will put that in 10 out of 10 times. 2 goals up, 30 seconds in.
Very big goal there as well. They're just looking solid. I don't believe Rochester has had the opportunity to score yet, but not, you know, not a lot of time passed in game number 2. Still plenty of opportunities. And, you know, Olvi, a challenger sub who is just filling in here for the first overall pick for the Rhythm. That's a tough spot to be at as a challenger sub, but doing what he can to try to stay in this game. As Calster almost dishes one to him. Sean's going to be there. That's a free, easy touch for him to put it on net. Up by 3, only a minute gone. Rhythm need to change something up here. Olvi probably needs to lock in on his rotations a little bit here. You know, that last goal that they scored, he was caught 0 boost, but instead of driving up the wall to potentially challenge the ball, he just kind of turned around in a circle, which left it open for end. Granted, it was a great shot, but there, low boost, still goes and challenges it to get the shot off if he could, and not able to get there, he gets beat. So, 2 that the Senators capitalized off of some awkward rotational and positioning from Olvi. But again, plenty of game here. We're only 3.5 minutes still to go. Is that shot on? Great rip by Crispy.
And I've seen some uncharacteristic whiffs from Calster. I feel like the Nerves have to be, must be getting to them at some level here, because they just plainly don't look that good.
I mean, it's a lot of weight on them right now, right? Calster and Midas are the 2 players who you're looking at to perform in this series. So if that's kind of bringing them down, that's just, there's only so much you can do about it. Calster now with an opportunity gets a big 50. Olvi not able to be there on that one. Midas going to go for this one. Sean picks it up. Olvi challenging, goes fast, looks at the bump on M, but not quite able to get there. Calster jumping. Tries to get the reset, not quite able to. End to Sean. Sean looking to get Crispy. Crispy's there, but Midas intercepts that play. Big play by Midas. Oh no, it's still dangerous. What a touch by Crispy. What in the world? How did he get that one on?
And talking about the weird whiffs coming from Calster, it's too awkward for him. It's just can't get the time. And it might have come from Olvi, but that's just so unfortunate to go 4 goals down. You almost have to start thinking about the next game.
Yeah, I gotta agree, especially, I mean, we're reaching the halfway point. There could definitely be a momentum shift, but it's gonna have to be a big one.
Absolutely, and it just don't see anything going for it. Midas now trying to go for a solo play, and just hits it. Sean able to get a decent clear, and it's gonna not hit the ball. Crispy now finally getting it. Oh my god. Someone get out of here. Sean finally gets it down the field. Calster immediately picking that up. Olvi now up with 0 boost. Unable to make any kind of turn, and just feels like they're awkward again.
Yeah, there was an opportunity there for Midas to get a shot on net, but Sean had a really good back check, rotated into the ball, and got, I mean, just a massive 50 to clear that one off. We're not going to see Calster with the opportunity. Sean shutting it down with no boost. Midas is up. This could be dangerous. Unfortunately, not the touch that he wanted. He goes missing on that one. Rhythm, though, keeping it in the offensive half. Lose it now, and with full boost. We've seen him be dangerous so far. He's got Sean pre-jumping on him, but they're not able to get that one on net. I love to see it, boys. The confidence coming out. Calster helping his buddy Midas, pushing him down the field while he had no boost, but unfortunately it looks like they're going to lose the ball, and Sanders still looking dangerous.
Seems like there's some miscommunication there as Crispy puts it straight to end and not able to get a shot, but it's awkward enough where Sean might be able to put this in. Midas over. Olvi, if he can beat, might be an open net, but goes straight to Crispy. Can't get on target, but Sean is there, also not on target. Olvi out to Calster.
Oh, what is going on right now? Okay, he's just going to leave
I'm
it.
not entirely sure.
He was hoping that one of his teammates would come take it, but left it for Midas. Calster in an awkward spot, not really able to do anything, has to go on the back check now. Crispy looks to control this one. He beats Olvi. He comes up the ceiling. He gets the touchdown, but Calster's there to intercept, and no Senators player is able to follow that one up. Olvi just kind of giving it away. Needs to look for controls in that situation. Even if you're not able to do anything with the ball, it's better to get a 50 than it is to just throw it away. And he's been dangerous, not able to get the double tap. So close.
And great communication there. Just going for a dribble, immediately leaves it for End to take a shot. Crispy not even needing to go for a goal with 10 seconds left here. They're just having fun. All three commit. Midas might be able to get one goal here.
Puts it on, and won't let it.
And he puts it down.
I mean,
Senators 2 up.
yeah, 2 up, and they have not been scored on yet. Like, they are looking so solid right now. Oh, we got Skies in the lobby. Looks like we're going to have a mid-series sub coming out for the Rhythm. All right, can they do the reverse sweep? I mean, I think we're asking a lot of them, but to say it's impossible, I don't think that's very fair.
Anything's possible, but he's probably coming in not warmed up. He probably just got on. And now for you to get 3 games straight on a team that just has so much momentum is already so up. It's a really tall ask here.
Yeah, what we've been seeing from the Senators, I don't think it would have mattered who was on the field. Rhythm might have been able to slow him down or score somewhere, but at this end and Crispy combo is looking so good. Sean as well, the way that he's able to set up those two guys, they've been able to be so successful so far. Calster saying time for roster number 4. I'm curious, does that mean that this is their first time having their full roster today?
I would assume so. With how he's speaking, I would assume so.
Oop, we got a wait message in the lobby. Somebody might be changing cars. Oh, just play being sent now. Love it. Got it. All right. Well, I guess we are going to get game number 3 underway. Rochester having to reverse sweep to keep their season alive. This is not just a reverse sweep that, if they don't complete it, they can shake it off and they can, go back next week to try again. This is it. It's do or die at this point. If they don't do it, they're going to have to wait a couple months for the next draft.
At the same time, it is now their first overall here, so it's somewhat possible.
Oh, definitely. They definitely have the skill to do it. And as we see N bang that one, Callister's able to get there in time. That was a little shaky. Still shaky. Skies diving, crossing save. Gets a piece of it to push that one off to the side. Skies now trying to be dangerous. He gets it centered, but Crispy is there to clean that one up. And now off the side while he loves these double taps. He misses it, though. Thought Midas was going to get a pick on that one, but the miss by Midas. Let's go, Ben. Skies almost slotting that. What a shot.
I'm speechless on that shot. I didn't even see it coming out, but showing why he's the first overall round pick, and Midas still playing an amazing cherry picker role of if they can get these clears right to him, they might have some just nice and easy goals. As he eases up, beat this man and post down.
Let's go. What a shot from Skies. Midas getting he gets the 50, reads the bounce off the wall, and dishes it perfectly to Skies. Now, I feel like we haven't seen the post be very kind to anybody today, or the top crossbar, but that time it is Skies' friend helping him dish that one down and in, but just a great beat. Calster gets the reset, goes for it. Crispy's going to be there to shut him down, though. Sean back to Crispy. The team plays at midfield so good from the Senators. I love how they have somebody positioned upfield that they can dish it to, who's then able to either take it themselves or dish it back if they don't have enough space. Crispy puts it over. Sean is up. He's not able to get it on. Tries to get it to end, but pushes it just wide. For the first time, the Rhythm score, and for the first time, they are now ahead in this series. This could be a big momentum shift.
Yeah, I was about to say, this feels like the momentum shift that they needed. Their first overall comes in, and they all of a sudden have a ton of pressure. They get their first goal of the series, and everything is starting to line up with them. It's looking more and more possible that a reverse sweep happens.
Yeah, I mean, we're approaching halfway here, and I don't think that one goal will be enough for the Rhythm, and I'm guessing they feel the same. They are probably really looking for that second one. Sean! That was a crazy pinch there. Top crossbar helping somebody out again. Midas, though, tries to get it out center. A miss allows him to do it. Calster looking for the double, but Skies is there, and he's going to push it away. Midas with no boost. It's just going to leave him free. No. not the play that the Rhythm wanted to see there, and Sky is unfortunately just not quite the read that he wanted. Midas with no boost really couldn't do anything from his position.
Yeah, it seemed like a miscommunication that Calster and Skies wanted that passing play, but Midas just didn't either calm value 0 or no one noticed, and he just is caught in no man's land there. This Calster almost takes up another shot. Skies might be able to get that center. Midas takes it in out, and just able to get it over Calster, but he gets a nice little dunk. Pressure going back to the Senators as Crispy almost takes a shot. No one in the middle to take it, but Midas just takes any touch and going for a solo play. Now just a little bit of ping pong.
Yeah, back to that bang ball, but we haven't seen very much of it this series so far. Wolf, yeah, there is a chance that if St. Paul loses this series that they could get lucky, and depending on how some other teams do week 2, Senators still could qual, but Rhythm, it's over for them 100% if they lose this series. But, you know, I can't imagine that the Senators are hanging on to that one little thread of hope here. They want this win so bad, and they're playing like it. Big push by Sean, and oh no, Calster goes missing an end, is able to slot that one top left.
And it's an awkward read, but
Oh, Calster can't do that there. Just going too fast up the wall. Those are always tough to try to read where the ball is going to bounce off, especially as your camera shifts when you start moving up the wall. There's only so much you can do.
yeah, it looks like he decided to get that double jump, and that's almost on. He's just been able to get it out. Calster's jumping. It's finally out of their area. Calster trying to look for the other side. It's over 2 of them.
Oh,
Midas takes a shot, but it's straight at him. Calster with another shot. It's just off. Crispy able to get a touch. They're trying to get something to happen. They have 1 minute left in their entire season if they don't get a goal.
It was a big miss there. Rochester able to keep up the pressure because of it, and with the diving save gets there. Sky is catching it, goes for the reset, tries to get it past 1, almost gets it past M, but that bump by Calster not creating any space. Sean the other way now, off the corner. Pressure lost. Under 30 seconds left here. Do or die for the Rhythm. They need to make it happen here, or their whole entire season is over. The pass to Sean. Sean takes the shot, but Midas is there. Oh, this could be it. Calster goes up. Big 50 there. Gonna try to chase this one in the corner. Sky's following up behind him, but Sean takes it high smartly. Midas on that one. Sean, great follow to shut him down. 5 seconds left. Crispy puts it off. If he'd have put that one on, it was over. Sky's now up. Midas just keeping it going. They can let it fall. What a series. I mean, the only sweep that we saw on stream, the first 2 games, not great, but to see Skies come in like that and give them a fighting chance was absolutely massive. GG's to both of those teams.
Yeah, and they had me as a believer. I thought they were going to make some sort of Cinderella story happening, but End is just the MVP of this series by far.
Oh, absolutely.
Did he get every goal or every goal but one?
I know Crispy... Oh, shoot. He might have gotten every goal. Crispy and Shaw might have had one apiece, but End for sure had most of them.
Just what a performance to put him into week 2, put him on the bracket.
So,
Now trying to go for even a top 4 performance if they can get to grand finals, I think.
yeah. Looks like we have a couple of series being reported here. Let's go ahead and throw it to the standings real quick. So back-to-back sweeps, big win by the Atlas. I'm sure that was a nervy win for them. Surprising to see Duluth not make week 2. I definitely had high expectations for that team. And that will be, I believe, the end of their season as well here, especially with some of the upsets that we've seen. We're going to have a lot of teams jumping up into that top 8 and potentially teams falling out of the top 4 even. So, I mean, any matches that really surprised you today that you're seeing in the standings here, CTN?
I mean, I'll take the free one of Green Bay not even making it to round 5.
You're telling me, man.
As the 1 seed not even making it to week 2 is extremely surprising. And even Burnsville taking it all the way until round 4 until they get up there, it's just so many weird upsets that I don't think anyone could possibly predict.
No, absolutely. Yeah, this major has been so exciting. Trying to see if I can see what the Minneapolis game is at. They're tied 0-0 right now. Probably at least 2 games in, I would be guessing. But that is gonna do it for us tonight. Crazy matches. This was definitely one of my favorite streams that I've ever gotten to be a part of. CTN, thanks a ton for coming out, man, and good luck to you next week. You guys are gonna need it. No, I'm kidding. You guys got lucky, moved up to that 7th seed after we had some drama last couple of days here, but keeps it interesting, right? I have to imagine.
Yeah, definitely interesting. I'll take what I can get.
That's the spirit right there. All right. Heck yeah. Shout out everybody for coming and chilling in the chat. Thank you guys all. We will see you guys Thursday, 6 p.m. Single elimination bracket. Winner take all. Whoever wins this is guaranteed top 4. Our matches next week are going to be insane. Don't want to miss it. Keep an eye out in the Discord for the announcements of the specifics. Shout out Bubbly for all of the major predictions, all the LAN predictions, man. We all super appreciate it. It helps keep these storylines exciting, but that's it. I'm going to shut up now and enjoy the rest of my night. I hope you guys do too.
Came from a broken home. I've seen so many people go. Learn to make it on my own. It's easier for me to be alone. So how are you? Keep cutting through. Claiming you're not like the other guys. And only if I could give you a chance. Show me that you mean it. We'll feel some type of way. Wanting just to see you show up at my door. Et même quand je suis froide un peu